Hi guys, just getting everything set up here. But I do have this glare. Let's see what I can do with that. Where's this one coming from? Right there. Well, it's not going to matter because I'm going to move it. Oh, how's everybody doing? Where's Happy Hump Day? Hi, AJ, Darla, Christy, Loretta, Kia, Leonie. Hi, Pacola, Muffy, Terry. Oh, whoa. Terry's here. Oh, I got a tweet too. I forgot I got a tweet. Let me tweet. Well, let me do my welcoming Terry here. Let me turn up my volume. Hi, Terry. There's Ian. Ian, we've been wondering where you've been. Let me tweet real quick, guys. Darla, Mitz, Catherine, Kimberly. Hang on, guys. I'm going to tweet. Coffee and art in the morning. Live. Link in profile. Okay. Hi, Nancy. I got to quit touching that table. When I touch the table to the right, it moves the lappy, which in turn moves the camera cord. Hi, Bridget. Kim. Who else am I missing here? Hella. Hi, guys. Lisa, my electric live. Patricia, can y'all hear me okay? Computer broke. Oh, Ian, oh no. Did you get it fixed? Or fixed? Well, you got it fixed enough to be here unless you're on a device. Well, we've been wondering where you've been. I haven't seen you here or at other people's streams. Hi, Suze. Natalie. I said hi to Kimberly. Catherine. So anyway, guys, we're going to do abandoned places today. And I think I'm going to work in abandoned castles. But I'll show a couple finished pages out of abandoned civilizations. I know there's a glare right on that one. Let's put something under there. Just to keep the glare down a little. Hi, Tammy. Yes, it's fixed now, but I'm having to reinstall a lot of stuff. Oh, pain in the butt, right? Hi, Sandra, Crafty Mom. Anybody else popping in? Happy hump day, everybody. So, yeah. So if you're watching the recording, this is one of the live shows where I chit chat for a few minutes before we start the project. So I come on a little early. The official show starts at 9, but I come on a little early so I can say hi to everybody, get set up. Yeah. Yay to hump day, Nanamo. Hi, Stars. Hope you had a good birthday. Hi, Jill. So yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks, guys, for the thumbs up already. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Crafty Kitty. You like the hump day camel? Thanks. Hi, G. How you doing? I got to get over to G's channel too. It's been a while since I've been over there. Try to make the rounds to everybody eventually. Hi, Bella. So yeah, so we're going to work in abandoned place. I'm going to do a circus theme. I have already, I don't know, I hope I have enough, pulled out a bunch of different circus theme images. I got some fractals here. Might use some fractals because it's bright like circus. I have to get a couple of watches. Let me look through a watch magazine while I'm sitting here. Try to pull some watches. So yeah, if y'all follow me on Twitter, you would have seen yesterday, Janet and I got on the phone and we solved the dubious documents. We finished that up. The first time we got on the phone together, we just spent about 15 minutes and got 2 of them done. Oh, here's some nice big green ones. We got 2 of the 16 clues solved the first time. And then yesterday, I think it was about 2.5 hours, maybe. 2.5 hours, we finished the other 14 and got the sentence in order. So we think we've solved it. Here's the thing. There's a place online where you submit your answer by a certain date. I forgot the date now, but Janet and I are going to do it too. If you submit your answer by a certain date to the dubious documents website or whatever, then you're entered into a drawing. And you could win a Nick Bantock, I think, poster. And so we got to do that, right? We got to do that. So yeah, so if she comes in today, well, she'll probably be here after a while. Thank you, Picola. Yes, use all caps, guys. Here's some more bright ones here. Hi, Penny girl. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Hi, Lynn. I'm just kind of going through trying to make sure I catch everybody if I can. Diana, Susie B. Lurking what? Okay, lurk with what's your granddaughter's name, Susie? Oh, if she's old enough to know that somebody said her name. If she's a baby, then. Hi, Robin. Just flipping through a magazine here, lurking while writing. Okay, Robin, lurk and lurk. I lurk too sometimes. Hi, Emma. Hi, Emma. How you doing? Little Emma. Okay, I think that's probably going to be enough watches. Let's to pick from. I got more if I need to. My hand is slow go, but working on it. I didn't know what happened to your hand, Diana. What happened to your hand? Hi, Lisa. Lisa F. Got a lot of Lisas. Receive your Delusions Creative Journal. Create Delusions. What did I sent you something, Lisa? Creative Delusions Journal. I send out so much happy mail, guys. I forget. I'm sorry. She's smiling, pointing to the screen. Aw. Hi, Emma. Hi. Hi, Emma. Hi, Jackie. You ordered it. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did I send you something? Delusions? I'm going through my list and mentally, and I couldn't see it. Okay, good, Lisa. There's Janet. Janet, I was just telling everybody that we finished the book, and I think it took us about 2.5 hours, didn't it? 2 to 2.5 hours to finish the last 14 puzzles. Oh, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, we're all ordering. Janet started it by getting this Dubious Documents by Nick Bantock, and I love Nick Bantock. So there's 16 envelopes in here. Let me just kind of, oh, don't look at my clues. Oh, no, wait, no, don't look. Well, they all have clues stuck on them. Anyway, there's 16 posters. There's 16 posters in here, and each one has a clue to a word. You have to find a word, one word for every 16 envelopes. Then at the end of that, you have to unscramble using a key code in the back, unscramble the words to get a sentence, and that's the answer. And so I think we did it in two and a half hours, I think. We'd already solved 2 of them a few days before. And yeah, Janet has a flip through if she wants to put the link to her flip through. She took out all the, I don't know if she took them all out. She took quite a few posters out last week or the week before and gave, talked about, it's a small book. Look, it's small as my hand. But the posters are probably about as big as this. The posters are probably about this big. Hi, Miss Vicky B. So anyway, so we got on the phone yesterday. And we're so excited about it. It was so fun. Oh my gosh, guys. It was so fun to solve these. Jan and I were just like having a giggle fest. And I was talking, and Hubster came in the room. He goes, "Why are you yelling at your friend?" I said, "I'm not yelling at her. I'm talking loud." 2 hours, 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Janet just looked it up. Okay. So I said between 2 and 2.5 hours. So it was 2 hours, 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Janet. So anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And so, oh yeah, me too, Diana. I posted this on Twitter yesterday when I tweeted out that me and Janet solved it. So I posted this picture. Let me get it here. So this is a picture. Turn down the lighting. This is a picture I tweeted out. Here's all, well, it's not showing up very well, but there's all my Nick Bantock books. I can't get it much closer because it'll just fuzz out. But yeah, so I think I have 13 books of his. I think I'm missing one. But anyway, can you give us that in nanoseconds? Trust me, if it was in a puzzle, we could, Ian. We could do it if it was in a puzzle. I think our next adventure is going to try to be solving S, the J.J. Abrams puzzle. I think we both had the book for over 2 years. It's time, right, Janet? It's time to solve that one. Janet goes, "Ian, don't challenge me. I have Google." And we did not have to look up anything except how to spell one Japanese city. That's the only thing we had to look up, right, Janet? Because we weren't sure of how to spell one of the 5 Japanese cities. So we had to look up how to spell a city. But other than that, we did not do any online nothing. We did it all in our little heads. Yeah, the S book is intimidating. Let me go grab it here. I'll show y'all so y'all know what I'm talking about. So this came out, quite a few years ago. I mean, Janet and I've had it for a couple of years. Comes in this slip case. Okay, let me move some of this. It comes in this slip case. And if you see it in the bookstore, do not buy it unless it's wrapped. I'll tell you why. Because almost every other page in this book, which is supposed to be like a faux library book, and that's the premise of the story, is there are inserts, postcards, like there's a napkin. There's tons of little inserts and little cards and envelopes. And if you, and they're in order. You don't want to get them out of order either. So you don't want to buy a book that is missing any of the inclusions. So if you buy the book and see all the annotations, all these annotations are clues. and there's tons of annotations. And it's been annotated, I think, by 3 different people. Am I right? I think it's been annotated by 3 people and by one of the people twice. So all these annotations are in all mean by there's some are in black, some are in reds. I mean, some are in orange, some are in blue. And yeah, so all these are clues. And so you don't want to buy a book that has been opened or something might have fallen out. So if you buy this book at the bookstore, if you buy it on Amazon, it'll come wrapped. But if you buy it at the bookstore, make sure it's wrapped. And then it does come sealed too. Comes with a seal. You got to break the seal to get in the book, right? So anyway, it is the story of 2 people. Well, there's more than 2 people, but 2 people that make notes in a. This is a fake library book, and it has all the different little things like you would have in a library book. And so anyway, that's the whole story. There's a puzzle behind it. So this is what see. Look, it's got a fake little thing here. So anyway, that is. It's called S. If you just look up S, J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorse, those are the ones that did the book. So yeah, Janet and I want to solve that next. We won't solve that one in 2.5 hours, I guarantee you. Yes, that's what we did. We used Post-its, and that's why I don't want to flip. I don't want to take my posters out, flip too much, because I've got all kinds of yellow Post-its all in here. Okay, so now to catch up on everything else. So on Monday, I worked in the ink house. I haven't gotten back to mine after solved the first 9. Wish I would have had someone to do it with, but now I'm encouraged to go back and do it again. Oh, the dubious documents, Nancy? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. It's doable, people. Right, Janet? It's doable. Okay, so again, guys, if I miss seeing you, I'm not ignoring you. The chat goes fast. Thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. Hi, Sabrina. Going through the scavenger. Yeah, and that's another thing, guys. If Janet's doing a scavenger hunt, and that's exciting. You know, if you have to go hunt things up, if you don't have the book, you don't have a puzzle book, or you don't really particularly want to solve a puzzle, Janet's got a scavenger hunt going on. And Janet, if you want to post a link to where the list is. So if you want to do a scavenger hunt, Janet's got a list, and you have until, when's the cutoff, Janet? You have to finish the scavenger hunt by a certain deadline, and then you're entered into a drawing to win a prize. So, yeah. Hi, Great. Who else? Hi, Julie Topaz, Teresa. April 1st, Julie Topaz said. So you have till April 1st to finish the scavenger hunt. Bella's, somebody can post a link for you. What you have to do, Janet's made a list of how many things, Janet. You can see I wasn't prepared to talk about it. She's made a list of, somebody will tell me in the chat, and you have to find all those things and put them in a book. 70 items. 70 items. You can put them in a composition book. You can make a book. You can, however you want to do it. But you collect these 70 items, and you got to collect them all by April 1st. Janet, to prove it, if you're not posting it online, a lot of people are posting online things. Hashtag, is it hashtag scavenger hunt 2019? Is that the hashtag? And if you're not posting online, which is okay, but at the end of the day, if you say you have 70, Janet's going to ask you for, like, send me a picture of number whatever. And you're going to have to prove that you have that particular random item that she says. Just to prove that you've got all 70, she's going to do a random. She said there's 70, but most of them are pretty easy. So if y'all want to, they'll post links, and y'all talk about it in chat if you want. Feel free. All right, so Monday we did a double page spread in the ink house, or started one. And of course, you know, I told you that this double page spread background was going to take a long time. So what I did, I thought about doing a color book catch up when I was working on this, the background, but I said no because let me put this here. I said no because it took me probably close to 3 hours. It took me close to 3 hours to finish this background. And that's all I did was just work on this background. And so I said, no, nobody wants to see me color this for 3 hours. So I just went ahead and did it, while I was watching TV or listening to a video or something. I don't remember. But anyway, so I did all that and probably took between 2 and 3 hours. And so I did not record that because, I mean, really, guys, this would be totally monotonous for anybody just to sit and watch. So I went ahead and did this. Now, what I will do is I will do a color book catch up on the rest of this, right? So I'll finish up the rest of this page on a color book catch up, and without having you watch, 3 hours of stained glass background. So thanks, guys. Yeah, it was a lot. It was getting tedious for me. I can't imagine watching somebody do it, and unless you just want to chill, and do something ASMR or something like that. But anyway, so I did finish the background. So now I'm gonna, the first part of doing this, where I did the books and started the background. Worked a little bit down here on the little gold, did the glasses, did a little bit. This is what we did on Monday's show. Okay. Except for I just went ahead and did the rest of that off camera. So that's in the Ink House, Rory Dobner. It was enabled. I had to buy this when Dev from the Modernist Colorist showed it on his channel. So yeah, so there we go. So there's that I'm working on. Okay. The other thing I'm working on, I did a start of this page. This is in Momo Girl Music. Did a start in this page last week. So we worked on this, and then this is the page. This is the double page spread that I did color book catch up number 1 and color book catch up number 2. I'm going to do color book catch up number 3 on this. I'm just gonna name all the color book catch-ups 1, 2, 3, 4. No matter what I'm working on, they're just gonna be sequential, but I will put the name of the book in the title. Like this one is Color Book Catch-Up 2 Momo Girl Music. So let's just say I went ahead and did the Ink House, and I did that next. If I film that next, I could call it Color Book Catch-Up number 3 Ink House. Then this could be Color Book Catch-Up 4 Momo Girl. You see? So I'm not going to necessarily do them all sequentially, the books themselves, but I'm going to number the Color Book Catch-Up sequentially. Love how you use watercolor and color pencil and ink house. Yeah. And this one I use pan pastels and color pencil. So I've got about one more episode on this one. I don't know that I'll complete every little flower in one more 45-minute segment, but I'll get far enough along where I won't need to do a 4th episode on this. So yeah, so there's some of the flowers. I did this on Color Book Catch-Up number 2. The flowers. I did all the flowers. It took me 45 minutes to do those 4 orange flowers. Took 45 minutes. Okay, so that's the things I'm working on. I'm also working on finishing up a commission that I'm going to get done this week, and plus all my reading and everything else I do. Okay. I have another poster planned. Oh, I got a lot of things planned. We're never going to run out of things to do. Thank you, Natalie. Okay, so if there's anybody, hi Sharon, that I missed saying hi to, let me try to just look through the chat scrolling by. Thanks again, guys, for all the thumbs up. Thanks for being here on Wednesday. Yeah, we're always working on something. I know, Terry. Okay, so let me move this out of the way for a minute. So I'm going to work in one of my abandoned. These are my abandoned books by Kieron Connolly. And I love working in Kieron Connolly. He's real interactive with me on Twitter. So anytime I post, he and the publisher are always commenting, and and it promotes his books too. And if you're afraid to mess up, or you're afraid to, you don't want to alter one of the books, you get two. So I'm going to show you. Let me go ahead and do this one first. I'm going to do a little in case people. All right, let's see. Where's that lamp? Let me see. Let me see if I should move this lamp here. This one, this daylight bulb lamp is giving me. No, that's not the one. So I'm not sure where that bright spotlight's coming from. Well, I'll just hold the books up or prop them up as we go. Oh, you got 2 books on sale, Diana? Hi, Devrin. So excited to see you working your abandoned books again. Oh, good, good. Well, thanks, guys. Again, if I don't see you, just, you can repeat yourself or ask the mods a question, or if I miss it, I'll just ask again. Okay, so I have 2 abandoned civilizations. One, this is the one that is not worked in. This is the one that's worked in. And the reason I like to have the 2 side by side when, let's see, let me get some paint jars under these or something. Prop up these so there's not that bright glow. There we go. So that when I'm showing one, I can show what the page looked like before it was altered. So I haven't done a lot in abandoned civilizations, but I've done a few. Okay, so let me go to some. Okay, this is a page in progress. Wait, let me just do. How am I going to do this? Because I want it to be close enough to see. Looks focused. Okay. So I have them tabbed so I can go right to them, right? Okay. So, oops, that's not it. I got to get the right book. Let's go. This one under here. This one on top. Okay. So, for instance, here's where I've started doing water on this one. This is what it looks like before I altered anything. So I'm going to try to show you a few pages of before and after, okay? And then we'll go and work on it, okay? This one has just got some painted in the background here. Okay, this one is done, and it looked like, all right, why can't I find it? Why can't I find that page? Let's see what number it is. 102. Am I in the right? Yeah, I am in the right book. Where's that page? I have it marked. I have some extra ones marked too. Okay, here it is. So this is what it looked like to start. Thank you, Diana. So this is what we turned it into. This. All right, then let's see the next one that I have. I just have some that just have a little bit done. Okay, so like this one right here, let me show you the before. So this page right here, I'm sticking on. Here's what we've got so far. I've got this so far. So you can see the before and after. And it's not done, but you can see just a little example. Okay, the next one I have marked is this one. Okay, so there's this page here. And this is what we turned it into. I hope it's showing up. I'm trying to keep the glare off. So this is what, and these are videos on these. So this is what we started with, and this is what we turned it into. The next one that I'm working on is this one, okay? So here's Stonehenge. Here's Stonehenge. And we've got this much done. So this is as far as I got on Stonehenge. But this is what we started with. This is what we've gone to. Next one. Oh, this one's funny. Okay, so this one, here's this one here this is the before. And then here's the after. It's a cat in a tornado. It's Catnado. I didn't think that up. Somebody else did. Catnado. I don't know if it was Terry or somebody. But anyway, we made Catnado out of this. Okay, I think I got one more in this book. Yeah, I got Easter Island. Okay, so here's Easter Island. And we turn Easter Island into this. And this one I have varnished. At the end of the day, they're all going to be varnished when they're finished. So we went from this to this. And there's a video. There's videos for this. So that's what we did with Easter Island. Yeah, Catnado. Hi, Jean. It was you, Terry. Yeah. So that's what we've got in Abandoned Civilizations. Now, I'm gonna work in Abandoned Castles. I got it propped up with a paint jar. Let's move those to the side. I'm going to work in Abandoned Castles today. I have 3 pages to pick from that I picked for myself. But let me go ahead and show you what we've got done in Abandoned Places. Now, I don't have the before and after in these books because I only have 1 copy of these books. Yes. So what I do is when I'm gluing everything down, when I'm gluing my collage elements down, I use golden matte medium. Golden matte medium. And then when I varnish them, I just use this Delta Ceram Coat Gloss Interior Exterior Varnish. It's a gloss. It's water-based. And if I remember, I always say this and we run out of time at the end, I will varnish a page that I've completed at the end of the show if I remember. You have to, I have to do it at the end or find a book, pick a book that I'm not working in because you got to leave the book open. I recommend leaving it open overnight to make sure it's 100% dry. And this varnish does not stick any pages together. I love this varnish. Now, I used to get it at Michael's. I get it now at Hobby Lobby, and I think you can get it on Amazon. I'm not sure about Joann's. Are they supposed to be color in? Is what supposed to be color in, Bella? The abandoned books? No, they're just Abandoned Places photography coffee table books. And these are all by Kieron Connolly, who you can follow on Twitter. And he'll follow you back, I'm sure. He'll probably follow you back. And every time I post a book, I always make sure and link him. And he and the publisher always, respond back that they like my pages. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're not meant to be altered. But here's the thing, guys, pick you a book. If you want to alter a book, pick you a book that has a theme that you like. Let me turn the brightness up a little. There we go. Pick a theme that you like. Don't pick Abandoned Places some people get freaked out by it looks scary to them. Don't pick a book or a theme, a topic that you don't like. You don't have to have Abandoned Places. Pick a gardening book, pick a architecture book, a decorating book, a fashion book. I recommend if you're going to finish a whole book, I recommend a nice hardback book because it's going to get wear and tear. We do magazine journals here too. We've done tons of magazine journals and those are fun. But if you're going to do something front to back, eventually you want a nice book that's going to hold up, right? And, most magazines are not going to hold up as well as a hardback book. But pick you a book, pick you a theme that you love. Pets, a specific animal, your kind of dog, your Yorkie, your canaries, pick a book that you love the topic because it's a lot of work, guys. It's, I'm working in 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm working in 7 different books. I have 8 because I have the duplicate of the Abandoned Civilizations, but I'm working in 7 different books. And for me to ever complete them from start to finish to varnish, it's going to take years, right? And I don't work on them every day. So, okay, Abandoned Places. This one was my first one. So I will go through, I'm just going to flip over to my finished pages. Okay. This one's varnished. See, it's finished and varnished. I'm going to try to prop it up a little so that the glare is off of it a little bit. So I just flagged. Let me get a sip of juice here. The evil cats are in the abandoned castle. I think they're in, wait, which one are they? No, the cats are in the abandoned civilization. I didn't show you all the pages that are in progress. I just showed you the ones that I finished. But yeah, we have all kinds of things going on with cats in here. Let's see here. I don't know if I have them marked. I don't think I have them marked. So, but yeah, like this. See, we've placed cats. They're just sitting on there for now. They're going to be like this one. So there's cats all throughout this book. This one. But these pages are not done, so I didn't show them all because I've shown these all before, guys. Okay. Today's going to be circus themed. Where do you get the motivation, inspiration for these? I've always loved collage. Siren, I've done collage for, I don't even know how long I've done collage. I've always loved collage. So I call this reverse collage. And where you black out things you don't want and then add things you do want. So yeah, I just make up, and because it's abandoned places, it's like you can remake those worlds. You can remake them into whatever you want because they've been abandoned. Okay, so there's this one. I'm going to flip to the finished ones. I have a post-it note there. I hope they're not too flashed out, guys. Is it too? It might be a little bright. Let me turn the brightness down just a little bit. Let me turn the brightness down. Just a tad here. Okay. There we go. Oh, thank you. Great. Okay. So, and there's videos for pretty much, I'm thinking pretty much all of these. Now, some of the videos were done over 2 years ago, I think. So they're going to be recorded on Ustream and then uploaded to YouTube. No, I think, yeah. Because I've only been uploading, I've only been doing YouTube live since June. So all the videos before June were recorded on Ustream and uploaded to YouTube, which we did not have HD on. We did not have HD on Ustream. They're still okay, but they're not this good a quality. Okay, so just FYI, don't email me and say, what's wrong with that video? It's not HD. Well, it's because we didn't have HD. We didn't have HD on Ustream. What sort of paint or medium should be used? I'm going to get to that, Siren, because I'm going to actually do a page. So you'll see all the stuff I use when I'm doing the page. Okay, so this is one of my favorites right here. I love this page. Kind of. So all this is paint down here. It's all paint. And just to answer your question, Siren, I just use craft paint. I use Americana craft paint. It's all craft paint, every bit of it. Well, except some Posca paint dots and, and pencil. I use pencil. But the paint itself is all just craft paint. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next page that's done. So I have this book has the most pages done. So I'm going to just flip through real quick. And like I said, there's videos for, I think, almost all. Maybe there might be one that doesn't have a video, but they all pretty much have videos. Let's prop that back up. Oh, thanks, Bella. Yeah, we've been doing this for some years, guys. This one. Now, this page right here was 4 separate photographs. Some of the photographs have four different pictures. And in this one, somebody had requested that I show how to incorporate multiple pictures, like 4 different cities or 4 different places, all on one double page spread. And so I showed how to do that with this. These are 4 separate pictures that I incorporated all to make them all into one world. So those can be tricky. Okay. And a lot of pages have starts to them. Like this has a start to it, and I'm not even showing you those. I'm just showing you the finished ones. This one is finished and varnished. Okay. So that's how I want them all to be eventually. I want them all to be finished and varnished. Hi, Connie. Oh, Connie, I got to show you. Yeah, I'll have to show them. They're downstairs. Connie sent me some slippers. I showed them on Twitter. Here, let me show them to you here on Twitter. They're downstairs, Connie. Hang on. So Connie sent me the sock monkey slippers, and there's Malibu sniffing them. I'm gonna have to take a video of this, guys. When I wear them and I walk up to the cats, they back up. They literally back up. They back up when I walk toward them because they're not used to them, you know. I know. Oh, and then here I'll show you this other thing I posted on Twitter. Terry got her CPAP mask so she can sleep. So, you know, people tease about how it looks like Darth Vader. Well, anyway, so let me turn it sideways here. So I posted this to Terry. So Terry got her mask. You're clutching your pearls. I tweeted it, Janet. I guess you didn't see it. So anyway, I love this page right here. I love the way I did the bridge right there going across space. I say that I have a lot of favorites. That cracked you up, Terry. Yeah. Okay. So got this one. So we've got quite a few. I really like this one too. All the nebulization and the mist and the exploding planet down here. So I really like my planet. I don't know that I wouldn't say this one's exploding like this one. I would say it's more dissolving. Where's that other one? This one, that's exploding. Oh, and see, here's pages they're not. I have tons. Almost every page has something on it. I'm not showing you all the pages that are not finished. Here's another. This one's four photos that I'm just showing you the completed ones. I guess I could kind of flip through. See, like this one's not done, but it's got a lot of work on it. Hi, Becca. What else? Oh, I missed that one. See, some of these pages, I think I missed this one. So this one is done. Okay, hi, Joan. This one's in progress. All of them have pretty much something on them. This one's done. This one's in progress. A lot of these, yeah, there's videos for all these. Did I miss these? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't. Did I not have I had a thing on it. So, yeah, all the pages, well, not all of them, but most of them have some start to them. And so sometimes if you don't know what to do in a book, if you're not sure like where to go with it, you don't know how you want to approach it, just go in there and start what I said, reverse collage. Start painting things out, like getting rid of the background, getting rid of the text. Just start painting things out. If you're not sure what to do with it at first, just go in there and see all this black there. All that's painted out. There was probably a bright blue sky. Got the book you sent me yesterday. Oh, you're welcome, Gail. Congratulations on winning it. It was the Danny Gregory one, right? Didn't you win the Danny Gregory book on New Year's? I think that's the one you won, Gail. I try to remember, guys. I haven't written down. But I just off the top of my head. Sometimes it's hard to remember everything. Trust me, this brain up here is full. Well, it's not full. It's just got a lot going on. So again, here's one that's just started by painting out things, right? Okay, you'll love that Danny Gregory book. This one's in progress. So I've just got this on here and some paint. This one I just started painting out. I'm going to have a big open portal in the sky. So I painted, this is all paint up here, right? Got rid of all the sky except that. So it's going to be like, this one's in progress. This one's in progress. I'll just kind of do a quick flip. This one's in progress. I really like this one. I'm sorry it's flashing out a little bit, guys. So it looks a little, not blurry, but like flashed out, so in progress. Let's get to some more. All right, this one's finished and varnished. And to give you the scale of this world, there's the guy right down there. Little guy right down there. So there's the scale of this world. And again, this is varnished with my Delta Ceram Coat varnish. But any water-based varnish should be fine. But test it if you're not sure. Test it in the back of the book and make sure that when it's dry, it doesn't stick. You're always worried about removing things? No, that's the fun of it, Tina. That's the fun of it. This one, all I've done so far is just add this half planet. This is all just the same. Nothing else added on that one. So you can either start by gluing some things, painting things out, a combination of both, do a little bit of painting out, do a little bit of collage, go back and forth. You don't have to hurry like I do on the show. You can take your time. And again, look, like this is in progress. So I don't. Now, I know some people can't do that. They can't do a partial page and move on to another. I can take this book and flip page to page to page and work on just putting black paint on every page. And then go back and do stuff. I wish you had a before and after. Yeah, I might get another one of the abandoned, this book, to show the before and after. But if you guys have this book, you can look at it and see what it looks like before. Okay, so this is one of my favorites as well. This one has a lot of stuff that I changed. Really, the only thing that is not changed on this are the buildings and this part of the water. This is all paint, and everything up here is paint and collage. So these buildings and this water right here, that's the only part that's really left of the original. So this one's done. Nothing done on that one yet. Nothing on that one. This one I got to start on. See, that's why I have this one. I did this so far in Upstream, and this needs to be one of those catch-up pages. This could be an abandoned book catch-up because I'm going to do all this geometry on this page. So I just started drawing lines, but I want it all to look like geometry. So that's a lot of work. This one's done. Once you get started, you kind of get addicted. You do, Painting Girl, you get addicted. Yeah, and it does get easier the more you do it. It's like anything else. It takes practice. It takes some time to, figure out what you want to do. And even to that, guys, when I attack a page where I start to get a vision, like I'm going to do Circus theme. I have 3 pages picked out in the abandoned castles. I don't know which page I'm going to pick. I have no direction. We're just going to go with it. You just can't be afraid to try. What's the worst? The worst, you can just slap a bunch of paint on paint over it, right? Okay, so this one's done. But it's very addictive to altering books. That one's nothing done on it, nothing done there. This one's got a start on it. This one's done. This one's got a start. This is the Tanzania, I think is where it is, Tanzania. Yeah, Tanzania, where they did the Phantom Menace, where they filmed the Star Wars Phantom Menace. That'll be a fun one to do. Okay, so let's see what else do I have done in here. Let's go to, okay, this one's, I don't know what I want to do with this one yet. It's pretty much all paint, except for this hill and this building. The sky is completely painted, just with craft paint. But I like the way it looks so vast, and you got that one little person right there and little person right there. So I just like the way this looks. So I may not do anything else to this. That may be enough, but I haven't. Once you varnish it, you're done, because there's no going back over that varnish, right? So don't varnish it if you're not done. If you're not sure if you're done, do not varnish it. Yeah, I like it like it is too. Okay, so this one I started painting some of the sky. This one, now here's an example of a page I don't like. This was one of the first 5, I'd say, that I did in this book. 2 years ago. I did not like this page. I wanted to have some flowy feathers in front, coming out of the sea in front of this ship that was like, I just wanted it to look kind of like it was going to be shipwrecked. But I didn't like the way the feathers. Now I can go back in here, but I leave it like this just to make sure, to show people a page I don't like, just so I can show that to you. I can go in here with paint and fluff these up and make them like I want. I can repaint those feathers, but for now I'm just leaving them like, I won't varnish this until I fix it, but I'm leaving it so just to show you a page I don't like. There was a band called No Direction a couple of years ago. Yeah, I like that band. If it's the one I'm thinking of, no, it's like, wasn't it a boy band? I like those boy bands, not because of the boys, but I actually like that music. It's happy. I like boy band music. Okay, so this one's done. I really like this one. It's a tunnel, and it's funny because somebody that I know from New York, I think that's what it was, New York. Well, he's from New York. I don't know. I can't remember what he said about this. But anyway, it's he's been there. He's been in this tunnel. New One Direction was out of England. Okay, I could be thinking of another band. Nothing to see here. It was just a tiger waiting for a train. Move along. Yes. This one's a start. This one's a start. So I painted a little space. You see, I love time, space, science fiction. I like putting in watches and time and space and nebulas and planets. I love that because I like other worlds, right? So I like doing other worlds. This one's in progress. This one's in progress. I think that's all the finished ones. And then just a piece of wax paper that you want to put wax paper behind your pages when you're painting the edges. Okay, so that one is Abandoned Places. So the last one, and this is the one we're going to work in, is Abandoned Castles. Okay, and in this one, let's put this here. It's easier. It doesn't move like the paint bottle. This one, I did finish a page and I cut it out and sent it, the literal page. I sent an actual page torn out of the book to Kieron Connolly via his publisher. And he posted on Twitter that he showed a picture of the before and after. It was really cute. So anyway, I love the page. Let me see if I can find it real quick on Instagram. Twitter takes a long time to scroll through because you have to scroll through all the tweets. On Instagram, I just have to scroll through the pictures. Let's see if I can find that picture that I sent to him. Oh, I don't think it was that far back. No, it wasn't that far back. Hang on, guys, I'm scrolling. Where are you? No, no. Still looking, guys. Here it is. So this is the one I sent to Kieron. This page right here. I tore it out of the, finished it, tore it out of the book, and sent it to him. It's kind of dark, but you can go see it on Instagram. It was back in July. It was back in last July 2018. Okay, so now this is the book I want to work in. I'll show you what we've got done in this one. I don't have as much done in here. I have a lot of pages started like this. Okay, I have a lot of, oh, here's an example of, here I'm painting out the text. Now you can white it out, you can black it out, depending on what you want to do. If you're going to end up putting a lot of like green and carrying this over, then I would probably recommend doing it white. If you're going to do a lot of space or things that are dark, then you could just paint it out black. Or you could just paint it out with the colors. Okay. So yeah, here's different things. I've got some clip art here, a napkin. These are some of the things I probably will use in there. Here's another start page. Hi, anybody I missed? Rosetta, I just call her Ro. I just want to say Rosetta, but there's no E. It's Roetta. Oh, well, anyway, Ro. Hi, Deb. Anybody else I missed? Thanks, guys, for stopping in. So, yeah, I like to try to show some of the process because you can watch me do a page and you like it, looks cool. But it's also like if you see some done, then you see the progress. Like this one. See, that's all black paint around it. So I've just reverse collage that. Reverse collaging this. All these windows are painted black. So you can see some of the starts, like this one. This is just started here. Row is good. Okay. So see, because what I'll do in these spaces is I'll put planets and stars and outer space. That's going to be a whole nother, layer to it. So let's see. This one's done. This is the one we did at Christmas. We did a Christmas tree and Christmas balls for a Christmas themed altered page. So yeah, this one was, there we go. See, it kind of wants to flash out, but there you go. We did this one at Christmas. There's a video for it. So this one has less done in it. It has quite a bit of, starts. This one right here, this in my head, I was thinking of my Monk's Mail story, which will have some illustrations, but it's not going to be like illustrated every page. It's going to just be a story that's illustrated. And so I was thinking about Monk's Mail when I was playing in this book. So I said, let me just draw a little. So I drew a little monk in there. And I drew a little girl over here standing on time. So I just put that in there just to mess around. To kind of, because that was in my head. My story was in my head when I was playing on this altered page. Thank you. The clouds. Yeah. And guys, how to do clouds, mist, water. I try to incorporate those as well in a lot of pages. Not everyone. But I do like clouds, mist, and water. And I show you how to do that with the baby wipe. You can do all that with the baby wipe. And paint. I think this was the last page we did. On this one, I used a leftover stencil, and I don't usually like anything dimensional in these books because it can make the next page bumpy. But I did use a crusty old paper stencil that I'd used over and over and over. Let me take a drink here. And so I incorporated some leftover stencil bits. Like the castle was kind of crumbly and, anyway. So, yeah, this one's got quite a bit going on. See all the little numbers up there? The numbers floating on the mist up there. So, yeah, this one has quite a bit going on. But I love it. I love the way that my sky painted out. So, yeah. I really like the way this page looks. This one's done and varnished. Okay. This is one of those sea dragons. Peacock feather. And all this is paint here. All this background is paint. This is a collage piece. This is a collage piece. The watch is a collage piece. And the 3 feathers. And everything else is paint. You love this one? Hi, Lisa. How you doing? So let's see what else we got going on here. I want to do this, not today, but this is one that I really want to work on. I really want to work on that. Okay, so let's kind of flip here. This one's done. And these are all just paint. I don't think, other than the watches, there's no collage in this except these 2 pieces of watch. Everything else is paint. The angelfish, they're all painted in. I just got a reference out and sketched them in. Let's see what else here. Trying to see if there's something else. This one I started painting out the landscape. This one I'm real anxious to start into. That's why I got the yellow tab there. So let's see. Do I have any more? Here's one that's done. This one's done. And I really like the way this one turned out. It's all painted. This is already there. This was the image. This and some of the background here. I did add additional taller buildings up there. But this was the main feature that was left. This is paint. That's collage, 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 and everything else is paint. Let's see. All right, so here's the 3. I think that's all the finished pages. Here are the 3 I'm going to choose from today to add circus theme to. And I just love, if y'all missed it, here, well, there's a video on it. It's just recent. Here's my big circus poster that I did week before last. And I think it's a 20 by 30. So it's a huge poster. And it's got a lot of circus animals all around it. And then we did an acrobatic constellation up in the sky there. And the constellations are connected to time right there. See how the watches connect the constellations? So the time is connected to space right there. So anyway, I just love the circus theme. So I wanted to do some more circus. So I've not tried to do a circus theme in here. What's that? You're going to use those peanuts? No, I threw those peanuts. Well, I didn't like those peanuts. I was trying to hurry, and I don't like to hurry it, but, I did try to hurry it that day. I did not use those peanuts. So it's either between this page, or this page. And I'm kind of leaning toward this page because I can imagine them acrobats and them working on this bridge. But this one would be pretty, it would be more simplified with less elements. I'd use less elements just for the compositional purposes. I would, let's see here, like maybe here, like these acrobats. See, I could see some of these acrobats on the bridge right there. Of course, this would all be painted out to be outer space. So I'm kind of leaning toward this one, but it'll be more simplified, which is probably good since we've already gone into an hour. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah. So I just picked these three this morning when I was tabbing them so I could flip right to pages for you guys. This one I could probably add more things to it, like, you know, more things could be going on in this one. I got all kinds of circus images pulled. I wasn't going to make you, and I mean, they're not fussy cut yet. I still either have to fussy cut or paint them out. And a lot of times it's easier to paint out. I kind of like that. It's easier to paint them out than it is to fussy cut, or you can get kind of close. Because remember, one of the tips that I told y'all about collage, unless the image is going to be like on top and not, it's not going to be like painted in. It's just going to be like right on top. You can paint over it, but it's best if you tear your edges, if you're going to paint it in. Like if I'm going to paint this in rather than fussy cut, it's best to have your edges torn because it will blend in. You won't see it as much. You won't see the painted in if you have it torn edges. It just blends in easier with paint than hard cutting lines, right? Like this line right here, if I left that harsh line like that and I painted on top of it, if you tilted the page, you're going to see a line right there. You still see some. You still see some places where you've glued in, but you'll see it less. You'll see it less if you tear. Or at the very least, and you want to fussy cut as much as possible. You want to fussy cut as much as possible so that you can't tell where it was added in. That's the trick, right? You want to be able to not see. You want it to look as much blended into the scene as possible. Y'all like the bridge one? Okay, let me just kind of just show y'all what this will look like here, what I got in my head. Let me just do this top edge. And when you're cutting, whenever it's possible, try to turn the paper. I know that sounds, I'm not trying to sound condescending, like, don't you know we know how to cut? I'm not trying to do that. But if you turn the paper and just let your scissors go like that, don't do that. I mean, there's sometimes you have to, but if you just go like this while you're turning the paper, you'll get a nice smooth cut. So in other words, all I'm doing now is I'm closing the scissors and turning the paper. Okay, then opening the scissors, just close the scissors while you turn the paper. So you're not getting a choppy, you're just going to get a nice smooth, and it's quicker too. It's quicker if you do that. Okay, so there we go. And you can fussy cut all of this out. I just usually paint it out. Okay, so for instance, the first thing I would do with doing this page, and maybe I'll just do a start on this page and then go over to the bridge, because I'm thinking I want this right here. I'm going to fussy cut because I want those rocks to show. So let me just do this bottom area here. That way you can see where I'm going with this piece. I won't cut it all in there. I'll just go around this edge. And if you look in my playlists, you can look in mixed media and collage playlist to find all our pages that we've done. Mixed media and collage. Okay, so like, see, they're on a teeter totter, right? So I'm thinking I want this to be something like that. Now this will all be painted out black. Let me go ahead and let me do a little start. Let me get some and you want to put, when you're painting out to the edge of your pages, you want to make sure and put some wax paper or something between the pages. I like wax paper because it won't stick your pages, it won't stick. So if you put it between, so that when you paint out to the edge, you're not going to glue pages together with paint, which can happen. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. And I'm just going to do this part just so you can kind of see. All right, so I'm going to start with just a little bit of black paint. It's all I like Americana. It's just craft paint, guys. And I'm going to put out some white. I might do a little bit of the sky. I don't know that I'm going to completely finish this page. I got a new one of these colors. I love Blue Harbor. It's one of my favorite blues. All right. And a lot of times I will finger paint, but I'll start with a brush in this case. Let me get what brush I want to use here. Nice big brush for the edges here. Let me get it wet. I always start with the damp brush. Okay, I'm gonna end up with I always drop these little plastic the plastic rings, and now I end up wrapped around my toe. I drop them on the floor. All right, so I'm going to just start with, I'm just going to mix black and white. And I just want to get rid of all the white edges. Now, see how I'm going right off the edge? This is why you want wax paper. Okay. Okay, and then where I want something to kind of blend in, I just take my fingers and blend it in like this. I want black right there where maybe that rock comes up like that. Okay. Something like this for the base. Okay, so I've already started by blocking in all the white at the bottom, that quick. Okay. Now I can play down here with more rocks. Again, the only thing I'm really doing this for is so I can glue that zebra on here. That's the only thing I'm going to do that and why I'm doing that. Okay, so now I'm going to clean out my brush here. Let me get some baby wipes for my hands. And I use Huggies Natural Care No Scent. Do not get aloe, scented, whatever. Don't get those. Yeah, toe rings. Great. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to, well, I just cleaned my brush. I didn't need to do that, but I'm going to mix up some. I'm going to try to get kind of that color. Well, that's too much black. I want to try to get more of that tone, that color right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this down. And I'm going to pick this up with my fingers. And some, when you do this, guys, kind of roll with what you get. Roll with what you get. If you get a kind of gray, rainy sky, then say, okay, we're going to roll with the gray, rainy sky. Just kind of I don't know. I think sometimes people that have a problem with something like this, they overthink it. Don't overthink it. Because I can have some clouds coming right across that building right there. All right, so I like that already, just like that. Okay, let me clean my hands a little. Should baby wipes also be alcohol? I don't know what these. They're the what did I just call them? Whatever I just said, not renewed. I don't know if they're alcohol free or not. I don't smell any alcohol in it, so I don't know. Yeah, they're just Huggies. And then what I do is I buy refills. Let me look at the refill here. That'll tell. This will show you better. Natural Care. That's what I'm trying to think of. Natural Care. So then I'll buy this pack like this and then just put it back in the same box. So you don't have to keep buying these boxes. You don't have to keep buying the boxes. Just buy the plastic. Cut this out. Take the whole thing out and put it in the box. So they're Huggies Natural Care. Pure and gentle, 99% water. So I'm guessing there's alcohol free. But yeah. And they're only a couple of dollars. You know, get them at Walmart, Target, whatever. Oh, my hand's in the paint. Hi, Miss Vicky. I missed your question on your hands in the paint. What was the question, Miss Vicky? I'm sorry. I do my best, guys. I do my best. I didn't see the question, Vicky. Can you ask it again, please? Okay. All right. So now I'm going to dry this. Okay, I'm going to dry this. And I can't live without a heat gun. My heat gun, you get anxiety. Oh, okay. Well, and some people do. Jean used to be that way. Music Scrap Jean. She used to not be able to get paint on her hands. We got her over that. We could get you over it too, Miss Vicky. That's because you're the planner queen with exactness. That's why. You won't be able to get over. I don't know. If you think you can't get over it, Miss Vicky, you never will. Tell yourself you will get over it eventually. Okay. Okay. So anyway, my heat gun's probably, I don't know, 20 years old. But anyway, it's still going. It's the old Marvy Uchida. Apparently the newer ones don't last that long, but this one does. Me, I think Terry, I don't remember Picola, Paula. There's a bunch of us that have this, and we've had it for 20 years. I'm telling you. Still freaks you out, but you've learned how to ignore it and not panic. Okay, Jean. You have the Marvy? Yeah. Miss Vicky says, I'm wondering if it's all the years of that might be it, Vicky. Miss Vicky B is an RN. And I have a daughter that's an RN. So I get that. Yeah. And my daughter's very minimalist. I think it might have something to do with the profession you went into, being a nurse, Miss Vicky. Okay, so now that I'm pretty much done painting off to the edge, I'm going to go ahead and take out the wax paper off the sides. I still might go to the edge, but it's not going to be to this extent. You just want to be careful not to, you get paint here, you're going to glue your pages together with paint. Oh, Julie Telepath says hers lasted for 22 years. Yeah, no way the replacements will last that long. Hi, Holly D. Hi, Janice. I was never so happy when schools replaced chalkboards with whiteboards. No more. Oh, see now, I can do it, Jean, but I don't like to. That's why I never got into pastels until pan pastels, and I like totally ignored pan pastels for years because I don't like the chalkiness of chalks and pastels. That being said, pan pastels are not that way. They have more of a, and I don't know what they're made of, but they feel more oily. They have some kind of something in them that they're not dry and chalky. Now I can use chalks, and I've used chalks, and I'll use a Conti crayon, which is not quite as chalky as pastels and chalk. But I've had to use it over years, doing life drawings. If you want to do huge life drawings, you got to use some chalk. But I don't like it. And if I have a preference, I don't use it. But here, let me put that back up under there. I'm trying to keep it at an angle so that there's no glare. Yeah, they're creamy. Pan pastels are creamy. So it is on there fairly thick. So it takes a minute to dry. But acrylic paint, craft paints dry fairly quickly, guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of tricks on this page before I go to the bridge page, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to glue this down. I'm just going to tack it down with a glue stick because I'm not ready to, work on this page yet. So here's another thing you can do when you're working in a full book. See, again, I work all through the books. I don't just go front to back, page by page. I work on them all, different stages. So if you want to, and you have a lot of images you like, whatever those may be, then just take you a glue stick and just put a little bit in the middle just to tack it down, okay, so that you can still pick it up. So this I'm going to want probably right there. Okay, so I'm just going to tack it down with the glue stick. So I'm going to want this image to be here, although I probably will do a little bit more rocks and things over here, or I'll do space. Now let me show you a couple of other little things, little things I do when I want to do stars. I get me a bucket of stars. Here, let me use a bucket. I like to use these. I use the caps off my my cranberry juice to make a bucket of stars. And what I do is I just put in a little bit of white paint in the middle there. Take my sprayer bottle and just wet that down. Take a floppy brush, and I usually use these. I have all different ones. I just grab whatever's going to look floppy. These Japanese calligraphy brushes, and just get it. That's still a little bit too thick. Another squirt in there. And the floppy brush lets you splatter easy. Now I tap it off a little, get the excess off there. All right. And then what I do, I'm going to go ahead and move this, is I just splatter the stars. So this will end up being space, planets. No telling what all I'll put in there. Nebulas. Okay. And you tap it. The more you tap, the smaller the dots get. Okay. So there's my stars that quick. So now we've got this land mass floating in space, right? Okay. Let me move my bucket of stars, clean my brush. Let me dry this. Yeah, my bucket of stars. And some of these splatters like that, it makes it even, if you don't like where they land, you can, just kind of get rid of them, like, wipe them off with the baby wipe. But it almost looks like shooting stars. Okay, Devin says, looks like the zebra on the right is his own world and staring out into space. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And Dee Dee, in contrast with graphite and charcoal pencils, have you used hybrid pencils, carbon pencils? I think I have a carbon pencil, but when I'm doing big life drawings or big landscape, something big, then I don't really want to hold a pencil. You know what I mean? I don't want that much detail. I want to be able to do what chalk and pastels do. You can get broad edges, thin, thick. You know what I'm talking about, Ian. When you use a piece of charcoal or a big, Conti crayon at the least, you can get thick and thin, flat edges, big edges, small edges. You can't just really get that with a pencil, whether it's whatever kind of pencil it is. So, but yeah, I don't do a lot of life drawing and big outdoor sketches or anything like that anymore. So it's not really an issue, but it used to be, when I do studio time, life drawing. But that's an idea. Look at what Ian posted there. If you're one that does not like to touch, and it's not even so much touching the chalk, it's the dryness of it. to make sure this is pretty dry because I'm going to turn the page and I don't want this sticking together. I'll just put a piece of wax paper in between to make sure. Okay, so there's that. And then what I'll do after I do my nebulas and stars and all that is I'll end up matte medium this down somewhere like right in there. Okay. Like they're going to fall off the edge of the world. See, he might be, it looks like he's ready to jump. So you can kind of see, you know, you can use all kinds of images to do whatever. It just makes it fun too. Now, one more thing I'll show you on this page is, let me get a baby white. And I want to get thick paint. I don't want to use my bucket of stars because that's watered down. I want to get, you know, thicker white paint. Now, here's how I do clouds, mist, fog, some water. The mist from water is you can take your baby wipe, get you some paint on your baby wipe, and mash it in. Mash it into your baby wipe. That's what I'm doing this for. I'm mashing the paint into the baby wipe, right? Then you can do all kinds of things. If you want to do some kind of cloud things here, if you want to streak it, you know, like this. You can just do all kinds of things with baby wipe and white paint. Well, it doesn't have to be white. It can be other colors too. But I'm just showing you the technique. Okay. So you can do all kinds of things with that. Yeah, you mash it in really well. And then sometimes you might have to get a little extra on there to get it even brighter. And then after it dries, after this dries, you can add another darker white, if you will. You can add brighter white. You know, you can do it in layers. You can have, like this one I want to come across here. Maybe you'll have the meat in the middle there. Nah, it's too much of a weird tangent there, so I don't want that. But you don't know. You just got to play. You got to experiment. You got to not be afraid. This is not exact science. As you can see, this is not exact. No matter what I do here, it's not going to be exact. Now, this guy's not glued down yet, so let me go ahead. You see? You can do swirls. Okay, so like this, let's say this swirls around and comes across here. Okay, that's going to need to be brighter. So as soon as that dries, I could even put a little shadow in there. Let's go with a little gray, more gray. No, it's not gray. Let's go with a brush on that. Let me find a flat brush here. Let's get it wet. I'm going to take the black. Make it not quite black, but dark gray. That's too much, so let me get rid of some of that. Don't want it coming across there. So have some more shadow underneath if you want. So you can just start playing with, and this could come, let's see. See, I'm just going to play here and see what happens. This could come all the way around behind. Needs to meet up correctly there. Okay. Do something like this. You want this nice and big up here, nice and bold. And then it comes around and gets, you know, smaller and smaller. Something like this. So anyway, there's all kinds of things you can do, guys. All right, so there's my sample page of some clouds, some stars, some wind, some blending in the background, you know, and then of course you can keep going, you know, there could be a little, some circus animal, something. We could make this window here. Let's make this one a little bigger too, and then this one can be a little bigger. I gotta dry. Don't make me solve the S book yet. If y'all missed the beginning of the show where we talked about solving puzzles, dubious documents, and the S book by J.J. Abrams, go back and watch the beginning of the show. And thanks, guys, for all the thumbs up. That's awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Okay, I got that pretty wet there. Let me make sure that's nice and dry. Don't leave your heat gun in one place too long because you will bubble the page. Let me let that. I think I need to just kind of soak up some. I got a lot of water in that. I'll be here a while. Let me show y'all. Let me find a back page or something here. Do I have a back page in this one? Let's go to the front here. Yeah, I don't really have a place to show you. Okay. Yeah. This paper's thicker. All right, I'll show you on this because I want y'all to know. Let me put a thing there. If you leave your heat gun too much in one place, watch. Just down here. This is a pretty good paper, so it's not doing it really fast. Just turn it a little brown, and it's starting to bubble. Okay, this one's not bubbling as much. Some papers will actually put a big bubble in there. So this is good quality paper. Just saying, it's good quality. Don't want to set the book on fire, but you can bubble it up. So be careful. Okay, now, so there we go. There's our test page there, just so you can see some of the techniques, some clouds, some swirls, some stars, painting out the background. So I'm going to leave this page now, and we're going to go over to the bridge page. All right, gotta go back to my wax paper here. And I am propping the book up about 2 inches with my pencil case, just so there's not a glare, okay? So, oops. Okay. So on this one, I'm going to want all this to be stars, okay? So, and then I will probably repaint in the white lines of the bridge. I'll get a ruler and a Posca paint and paint those because you don't even hardly see them now, and I want them to really show up. I'll be kind of careful around the bridge, but I will go and, let's see here. Where's my Posca? It's buried under the, just so I don't lose the bridge here while I'm doing the rest. Doesn't have to stay white. I can change the color of it later. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't lose the bridge, my bridge to nowhere. Oh, it's going somewhere. All right, so let's go ahead and just kind of get that in there. And for those of y'all just joining us, this is the abandoned castle. Let me show you the front cover here. Abandoned castles. And they, see, look right there. I'll close the book on it. Let's go back. Wasn't dry. I just don't want to lose where my main bridge supports are. I can see those, so okay. Okay, everything else is going to get painted out. All right, so let's go over here with my black paint. We'll get that big brush here because it's going to start. I'm going to start with just solid black. So I'm going to need more black paint. If y'all have any questions, let me look at chat for a minute. Do y'all have any? Did I miss anything? I'm sure I missed some stuff, but I kind of have to concentrate when I do something like this because the paint dries kind of fast, or I got to be quick with this, so I can't concentrate so much. Hi, Paula, Deb, Katrina. Hi, Katrina. Anybody else popping in I missed? Thanks for being here. Thanks, guys, for all the thumbs up. You're awesome. Okay, let me make sure there's no excess water in my brush. Use black paint right now. And I could do this with finger painting too, or with my fingers. I just want to get all this painted out black. This is what I call reverse collage. You're getting rid of stuff. And this is slick paper, even though I haven't put matte medium on it yet, because the paper is slick, you can, while the paint's wet, you can remove it. Okay. Hi, Norma. I see somebody said hi, Branson. I'm thinking they said hi, Bonnie. Norma, you should get your or did you get it? I think Norma, I think you said, yeah, you got yours, Norma. I was thinking of everybody that got their giveaways from New Year's. I got all my happy mail out. Now I can concentrate on my everybody that's given me PayPal tip jar and super chat. I do special things. I send out little envelopes of goodies to them. Hi, Marianne. Shina? Shaina? Hi, Teresa. Gilly. Okay, so let me just get all these edges here. And the pages in the book, because they're really, pretty thick and everything, they're not going to, you get a little buckling depending on how much water and stuff you add, but it's not, they're just better quality than, say, a magazine. All right, I'm going to get as close to that bridge as I can with this big brush there. And the same thing in here. Now, I'm painting right over the support cables because I'm going to draw those back in. Shayna? Is it Shayna? So I'll get as much as I can with the big brush. I'll get in there with those smaller ones. Okay. And I think I'm going to just go ahead and do this green grass. I'll do that when I do the water. I want to get rid of that green grass. I'm going to leave this building here, but I don't want that green grass. Let me see. Let me clean out my brush. I might be able to get a base with this Blue Harbor paint that I have sitting here. Just a little bit smaller brush, though. Let's see. Where's that one I had here a minute ago? Oops. Okay. It's not very... Okay, Dee Dee, name the picture the 7 zebras of the apocalypse. This one over here? Well, how far back was? Okay, I'm done. I'm pretty much done with. I can move the. Well, no, I got to put some blue to the edge. The Seven Zebras of the Apocalypse. Oh my gosh, Ian. Where? Oh, I can't remember where. There it is. This is the page we practiced on. Yeah, they're going over the edge there, right? That's good. That's good. I'll have to write that down. We'll have to go on the wing nut at least. Ian. Where's my black pencil? Seven zebras of the apocalypse. Ian. Okay, that's going to the wingnut book, Ian. All right, so let me put some paper right where I'm going to go to the edge here and here, and I'm going to just go ahead and use. I want to use this Blue Harbor. Maybe just mix in some white. I just want some water down here. And a way to get rid of all this grass. Okay, so let me just get a base coat here. Wingnut fame once more. Yes, Ian. Okay, got a little flashed out. Let me turn the brightness down a little here. There we go. All right. Let's get rid of the grass, the mound of grass behind this building here. And then probably down here there's some bushes and stuff. I'll just go ahead and have this kind of be, gotta be careful not to get too much paint on this edge or I'll glue my pages together. But this can almost kind of be in water down here. Something like that. Okay, a little more over here. Don't be afraid to paint over anything. Paint the whole thing out if you want. Okay, now let me move my wax paper. I think I'll put the white foamy bits in a minute. Whoops. Yeah, don't be afraid. You're the boss of your book. The paint looks like a big moon. Yeah, it does right there. I've got planets that are that big. And I'll show you guys too. If you don't have planets, like you know, show you how to make your own planets. And not everybody likes space, and you can do whatever theme you like. Doesn't it can be whatever. Okay, so see where it's a little. I haven't quite got. Let me go with my black and get in the crevice there. I didn't quite get all the way in there. You got to make sure it dries too, because you close your book like when that's wet, you'll open the book and it'll peel back the paint. I looked up and saw your paint tray at the end of bridge and thought it was a planet. Yeah, but you can just take come back here, brush. You can take a punch, a circle punch. You can take your cutting machine and do that. Let me get some of this paint off my hands, guys. Get a fresh baby wipe here. You go through a lot of baby wipes. But you can take, where's my template here? Here. You can just take a template. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get some of this off my hands because it'll go everywhere. Okay. And get, let's see, I've got some fractals over here. Oh, and let me tell y'all again, guys, it's getting time. You can check if you have a Books A Million. My Books A Million, so far, it's always been at the end of January, first week of February, that all Books A Million calendars, that includes the leatherette journals, anything that has a date on it, all calendars and date books go on sale for $3 at the end of January, 1st of February. I can't tell an exact date because I don't know that's ever really an exact date. But right now they're 50% off. The calendars are 50% off, probably for another couple weeks. And then sometime toward the end of January, 1st of February, all their calendars will be $3. That's when I go buy them. I'll probably buy about 10 a year. And I use them all year long. I have a quilting magazine that I punch circles out. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. So I have, these are fractals. And I'm going to go by, I want something kind of bright just because the circus theme is bright. This is probably the brightest one I have. So I want to go with, the circus. Dun, 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 dun. So you can just take your template and you can have different sizes. Like if I want this one, this is a good one to, not neglect because it's so cool. But I also like this too, but not that two sizes. So I'll just take a Sharpie here and draw that circle. And so just take your template and kind of go around here, find some areas. That one. Maybe I just need I don't know, 3 to 5. I like uneven numbers. Let's see, maybe right somewhere in there. Maybe that. Okay. So you don't have to have planets. You can just have a pattern, right? You can just have a pattern. All right, so now I'm just going to go up in here. Now the Sharpie, while it's wet, can smear. So be aware of that. On slick paper, you don't want to smear that, I'm going to cut it off. Let me put my template back where I know where it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut on the inside of the black line. And I'm going to cut the same way. Just open your scissors and close the scissors. Close the scissors. You'll get a much more exact cut if you just do this. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing this. And turning the paper. Okay. So just close the scissors and turn the paper. Don't try to turn the scissors. Turn the paper. Where am I doing that? So I'm cutting right on the inside of the black Sharpie line. Okay. Let's do these two little ones. See how cool that looks? If you have a punch, you can punch things out. To me, it's just as easy to fussy cut it. It's just as quick. Unless you got 1,000 of them or something. The rest of the planets I'll just draw in. I'll just draw them with colored pencil or paint. Okay, so let's do this one. So again, guys, the next couple things I want to work on are a couple more color book catch-ups that I'll film. Trying to keep them about 45 minutes or so. And I want to finish up the Momo Girl music. And then I want to finish, if you missed it at the beginning, I'll show it again here in a little bit. The Ink House page we did on Monday. Okay, let's check chat here. Asked all the office people where I work for the 2000 calendar so far. Yeah, there you go, Bob. Bob got everybody to give them their old calendars. Now that I would not, well, I'm not in an office, but that's brilliant, Bob. That is brilliant. Ask people you know for their old calendars. That's brilliant because you don't care what's on the calendar part, you know. That's a great idea, Bob. I'm impressed with that one. Yeah, ask people at the office or wherever you work for their old calendars. Okay, so I'm liking that there. I'm going to go ahead and finish painting out this bridge, but I got to see where I want. I think I'm going to want. Let's see, where's my watches? What did I pick out in my watches and clocks? See, I'm trying to pick out, like, this is a nice bright blue, and that's a little too turquoise. Although I don't think it's going to matter because it's all different colors. I love this. See, I love this would make a good planet too, or something cool down in the buildings. Let's see. I'm going to put that down here in the buildings. Because they almost look like they could be wheels on something. Let's make it. I'll make it go out into the ocean. I think. I don't know. Maybe it needs to be in the ocean. I'll leave that off for a minute. Okay, because I know I want an arch here. Let's see what I got. The green ones. I don't want the green ones. I guess it's going to have to go with this. I love this blue one, but it's so covered up and it's a little small. I like the size of this one. I'm going to go with this one because of the size. So where's my scissors? Where's my scissors? Where are you? It's all covered up somewhere. Oh my gosh, where are they? Yeah, I don't know. I think this is the other pair. Oh, here somewhere. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to cut this one out because I want to cut it in half so that I can have the hands of time going through space. So let's go with that. And this is also good if you keep the ring like that. That's kind of cool sometimes. I almost like it, but I'll save it for later because I want something. Cut this in half. Right there. I'll kind of decide where I want them in a minute. Something like this. It's abandoned places. Okay, abandoned places. All right, so I'm going to go with that. And let me go ahead and paint this out real quick. Let me get another smaller brush. I don't know how we're doing on time here, guys. I'm not really rushing. I need a small brush. Not too small, but okay. Hi, newbie Cheryl. Norma, I just saw you say post something. Hey, May, Button, Kate. A lot of people coming in. Okay. I want to finish painting out the bridge here before I start gluing things down. We're going to get our circus animals and people. There will be no clowns. It is a clown-free zone. We do have people totally freaked out by clowns, so I try to not have clowns. I mean, you know, it's okay. I don't mind not having clowns. Okay, I'm getting far away. My hand's not going to be able to go straight way up here. So what's everybody working on this week? Happy hump day, guys. We're going to get our bucket of stars out again in a minute. It doesn't have to be too perfect because I'm going to go over it with white Posca. But I kind of just want to keep the direction. I could have just painted over the whole thing and drew it in myself. But I'd like to keep some of the original architecture of the page. I forgot to take a picture of it before. I mean, we can do a screening. Take a screenshot of it, but I was trying to remember to take a picture of the before and after to post together, but I forgot. You're paper quilting this week. Okay. Like quilling or paper piecing. Thanks, Norma. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Norma got hers. Pacola, did you get yours? That's what I was going to ask. Now I remember. Norma got her Travelers. Did you get your inserts, Pacola, that you won? Julie Topaz work on scavenger. Yeah, y'all promote that. Promote that scavenger hunt for Janet. Janet's got a scavenger hunt going. You have to find 70 items to put in a book. It could be a composition book, any kind of way you want to collect your 70 items. She's doing a little scavenger hunt contest. Got me. I said, oh, good, Pacola. Okay. You probably told me. And I just didn't see it or forgot. And I don't know, speaking of our friends that we're trying to keep up with, I don't know if does anybody know if Kenny got out of the hospital on Monday? She was supposed to get out of the hospital. Y'all remember Miss Melody's got the flu. So y'all she's, low immune. So that's, it's a big deal. So, remember Miss Melody. And I don't know about Kenny. I hadn't seen anybody talk about it. Ian's a drawing video for me, how to draw a face in proportion using the Lumistella drawing from start to end. Is that what you're going to do? You are making a drawing video, Ian? Yeah, y'all follow Ian. He's got, oh my gosh, hang on, guys. I'm going to do a rabbit trail here and go over on Facebook. You haven't seen Kenny? Okay. Okay, let me go over to Ian's channel because I want y'all, or his Facebook page. I want y'all to see Ian, some of his watercolors. Yeah, y'all follow Ian. He has got an awesome channel. And he's, anytime you got a British accent, you're all over that. Kenny is home, May said. Tired but good. She was at stream last night. Oh, good, May. Thank you. Thank you, May. And that's why Melody's not been around, guys. Has the flu or something with, some kind of cold with fever. So, yeah. Okay, so here's Ian. He says this is a watercolor on rough paper. Let me turn it sideways here. So here's one of Ian's watercolors. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I know. Lisa's My Eclectic Life said, Ian's watercolors are amazing. They are. Okay, let's see if I can find some more. There's another one. This is a watercolor painted live on a hangout. I can't get much closer or it fuzzes up. And, Jean, do you have oh, okay, yeah, just mark what it is, Jean. Here's another one. He just does stunning landscapes. Just love seeing his work. Here's another landscape. This one is this is another one on a hangout. So y'all follow Ian Jackson over on Facebook, or at least go to his YouTube channel. I know, right? There's tons. All right, let me try to get in here. And also keep Xandra in your prayers. She will be in the hospital till February, 6 weeks in the hospital. I can't even imagine. With her knee replacement surgeries, because she had to do 2 separate surgeries. So, yeah. So she'll get out in February. Then she has to go back like a month later for the follow-up surgery. So y'all have Xandra's address. Send her a card. Tweet her, private messenger. And now don't get mad if she doesn't get right back with you guys. I mean, depending on how she feels and what's going on. But I'm sure she'd appreciate some thoughts while she's there for 6 weeks. Okay, where's that? Ian, where's that? IA Jax X71. Where's that, Ian? Because I know your Facebook is just your name. And y'all can follow him on YouTube just by clicking the 3 dots, guys. Let's see what we got here. Thanks, Ian. There's Ian's link for his Facebook. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else in caps, so I'm going to keep carrying on here, guys. Remember, if you want to ask me anything, put it in caps. All right. Now we can start figuring out. See, I'm going to go back over those lines with the white Posca. I'm going to draw a bunch of support cables with Posca. So, yeah. Okay. Let me make some room. I can't even get to my water bucket. All right. Let's go ahead and make some bucket of stars. Let's add a little bit more water to this. Get my floppy brush. Okay. I'm going to just move these off. Tap off the excess here. So this is behind whatever we glue on. So we got to get this on here first. And the more you tap, the smaller the dots get. Okay. Go down here. If they get here in the water where I don't want them, I'll just wipe it off with a baby wipe while they're wet. Okay. Because I'm going to put some waves and things probably in the water. All right. More coffee, newbie. Hi, BG. Love the way you do stars. Thank you, Nanamo. I'm going to do some planets and some nebula with color pencil. right, so let's dry this now. I'm going to go run and get some coffee and take a quick break here in a minute, guys, before we do go any further. Okay, let me check the lighting. It's a little bright, but it's not too bad. Okay, one other thing I do want to do is I'm going to take my baby wipe here and I'm going to try that. I have a vision here. Okay. All right, so what I want to do, I might have to start it with the Posca. Let me put the baby wipe down here. Okay, now I'm going to pick my baby wipe back up and mash some white in there. I'm going to stand up so I don't have to move the book. Otherwise, I'd have to move the book. It's kind of symmetrical, but that's okay. I just want to make it thicker up here. Ooh, I'm smearing my stars. But you know what? That kind of looks kind of cool. Like it's breaking through there, so I might purposefully smear the rest of these stars. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. If not, I'll just paint over it and do it again. I'll have to fill in the little holes. I think I'm going to roll with the streaky stars on this side. On this side of the... Okay. I have to do a little more work on it, but yeah. Okay. All right, let me dry. Yeah, so just what I'm going to do is, because I don't want where the paint dots were, there's like little circles. I don't want them to look like circles. I mean, that's not bad, but I just don't want it that way. So I'm going to make the stars. And what I'll do is I will put some up in here too. Now, always add more, as many as you want. Bigger ones, smaller ones. But what I want to do now is make it more streaky. And I might make them on a curve. I have to play with that. So I don't want them to look like sperm. That's the thing if you do these shooting stars, especially if you do a lot of them. You don't want to look like a lot of spermatosa. You got to space them out and just do it so that they're... Yeah, we don't want any swimmers. Yeah, Terry. So just you got to just kind of make them random. You don't want them all to look alike. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put some more, color pencil and stuff in here. So although I did do a science fiction collage piece. I call it the Seed of Life. And I did it with blood cells, not real blood cells, guys, photos of blood cells. And I did it called Seeds of Life. It was a collage that I did. Oh gosh, this was probably my first year of streaming 8 years ago. Some of y'all might remember it. But anyway, I had it on my Ustream flip at the beginning of the page. for years. All right, guys, I won't do this. Okay. Oh, although, hey, imagination, people. Imagination. Okay, where's my other? Here it is. Terry. All right, so let me leave this here, guys. Take a quick break. Let me get one of my uh, genie things here. Let me get my. Let's see. What should we do? Do we want coffee and juice break? Happy mail check? No hurting cats right now. Andy says BRB. Let's do Andy says BRB. Now I got to find Andy. This is a little sandwich board that she made, and then the little different things hang off of it like this. See? All right, let me get Andy. I keep that handy. Handy Andy. Where's Andy? Hang on. Here's my Andy Warhol. Here's my Andy Warhol. Okay, guys, give me about 2-3 minutes. Get some coffee. I might have to make some. I don't know. Could call it the beginning of the interview. Yeah. Well, that's why I call it the Seeds of Life with the blood one. But yeah. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Let me go get some hot coffee, maybe some juice, take a quick break. They'll be nice to the moms now. They have big boots. Okay, guys. Sorry, it took an extra minute. The cats wanted a snack. So while the cats were getting a snack, I made me a half a bagel. I usually don't eat till after the stream, but while I was standing there waiting to feed the cats, I went ahead and got me a half a bagel. Let me put Andy back in his spot so I can find him next time. Okay, anything going on? Okay. Anything going on? Keep it positive, guys. Don't mind a little updates, but let's don't get too much details. I already talked about sperm. We don't want to talk about any enemas. Thanks, Picola. Okay. Get rid of some of this. All right. Hey, trust me, it's happened in streams. All right. Now I can start kind of planning out the collage. Now we can get our circus characters. I know, right? Thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. All right. I'm trying not to chew in your ear. Let me move some of the stuff out of the way. And see what kind of, I know I want some of these acrobats. I don't know that I want to do the same kind of thing, you know, that we did with the acrobat in the poster. Constellation. But I do like the idea. I like this set of guys and girls. I want these. Okay, so you're going to have to watch me fussy cut, and I'll try not to chew in your ear while I do this. I couldn't really pre-cut out anything because I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what page we were going to work on. It's just, you know, kind of impromptu. Well, not impromptu, but off the cuff, I should say. So now I can probably read chat while I'm cutting. There's Kenny. Hi, Kenny. You're home, somebody said. Good to have you home. So what's everybody else working on? I don't know if Joycey's streaming at 1. I don't see her here today. I don't see her in chat, I mean. She could be here and I just haven't seen her. That's possible. It's easy to miss people. Hi, Faithful. On the next episode of ASMR, cutting and coffee in the morning. Yeah. And bagel eating. Oh, good, Jean. Okay, good. Thank you. Trying to see what else everybody's working on. Oh, thanks, Jean. Jean, I told Jean makes pot holders and dishcloths and stuff. She actually knits. Is it knit or crochet, Jean? And I told her I had one pot holder, so if she wanted to sell me some pot holders, handmade pot holders, I'd buy some from her. I don't know if Jean takes orders, but I got in on a set. May is Watercoloring in Tinderful Enchantments by Clara Markova. Tanzanian crochet. I have no idea what that is, Jean. It sounds complicated. It sounds fancy. Newbie got the color shift paints. I don't know what the color shift paints are. Awesome. I'm doing a 52-week challenge. Oh, what's your challenge you're doing, Newbie? And don't forget, guys, if y'all want to get in on Janet's scavenger hunt, she has a list. Somebody can post it somewhere where the list is. It's simple. Oh, good. Okay. Not too much work. But yeah, since I have one pot holder that only Hubster uses, I make it sound worse than it is, guys. I do cook it every now and then. Okay. So I got to see what he's doing. Is he going to be holding up the bridge? Pushing over the bridge? Oh, maybe right there on the water. I really don't like going over the crack of the book, but I will. Kind of like that. Jean typed the list. Okay. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. Faithful's working on a whip tonight in Jade Gideon's Carnival Escape watercolor flowering book. Good grief, that's a mouthful. I don't think I know that one, that book. I'm liking that. Yeah, it does look kind of cool. Okay, now let's see what else we want in here. I'm done with the bagel now, so I don't have to chew. Like this. I like these guys here too. We're going to glue in a minute. I like these guys, and I like this bicycle duo. What else is on that page? Has got a lot on it. Oh, and this guy right up here. Okay, I got a couple. I might have them all just this one page. All right. A lot of people don't like to fussy cut. I don't love it, but I don't mind it. This is crazy cool. Thank you, Kenny. This is the Abandoned Places book, Kieron Connolly. I always post pictures and tweet him and include him in it. So if you ever want to follow him. Okay, then I was thinking about these two little people on the bridge, but let me do these bigger ones first, just so I can kind of decide. No, he doesn't need a pillow in space, so I'm going to cut that pillow out there. What's the difference between fussy cutting and regular cutting? Fussy cutting, fussy, like you're being fussy, is this. very detailed, getting around all the edges, tight, close cutting. You know, I could have just cut them out like around the edge and painted them in. So I didn't have to do all this. I could have just painted black around them. In other words, I could have just put this down and painted black. It doesn't take too long to do this. When you see me going over to the side, I'm just letting the excess drop off on the side so it doesn't drop off on the page here. This is the chill moment, you know, the time you just sit there and kind of go, okay. Like that. And again, before I glue them down, I'm going to do the cables that I painted over, the white cable lines. Okay, let's see about these bicyclers. I've only got a couple more I've got picked, so we're getting there, guys. So, it's just fun. You just make your own world. And what's so fun is that this was an abandoned world, you know, in abandoned places. So now that we're reinventing. You like that? The acro space. I like that, Terry. Oh my gosh. Acro space bats. Acro space bats. Where's my Sharpie? Where's my Sharpie? I don't know where it is. I gotta use a pencil. Acro space bats. Terry Trouble. I like that. Trying to find a good pair of fussy cut scissors. No, get these. Get the what are they called? B. What are they called? Oh, there's a name for them. Something B, because they're yellow and black, and I have them in the Teflon and non-Teflon. Get these. They're the something B. Does anybody? They're by EK Success, but they're cutter bees. Thank you, Button. Cutter bees. Get the cutter bees, preferably the Teflon ones that are coated black. I lost these for a while. I did end up finding them in a box of collage fodder. So I found them, but when I lost them, I said, well, I'm going to have to go buy me another pair of cutter bees. Well, I thought I was buying these with the Teflon coating because that they just don't build up glue and stuff. So if you have a choice between the two, get the black Teflon ones. Thank you, Sharon. You use the gray cutter bees. I don't think I've ever used the gray ones. I think these are the only ones I've ever used, Terry. The gray ones. What's special about the gray ones? I don't know if I've even ever seen the gray ones. And then if you're going to collage this down, let me show you another trick about interior cuts. You can do a couple things. Let me finish this. And see, instead of just having all this hanging there, just cut it off and continue the cut. It's just a lot easier with not a whole bunch of stuff hanging down. Um, they're just gray, no different. Oh, okay. Thanks, Terry. All right. So if you want to cut a couple things, depending on if you're going to collage it in and you're going to have paint. Okay. Couple things. Like for instance, in the wheel here, I'll probably just paint that in. I'm not going to try to paint, cut around all those spokes. But if you have something in the interior, like right here, right there, if you want to cut that out, find a straight line like his hand. And I know it looks funny just cutting his hand off, but go right on that line, then cut out that interior. Don't try to poke it with your scissors and cut it out. Just make a cut the inside out. And then when you go to glue it, you're not going to be able to see. You're not going to see that cut when you glue it down. See? It's easier than trying to poke it with your scissors and get inside there. Just make a cut on some straight line like that, and then cut the interior out. It's so much easier than trying to poke a hole in there, right? Now on these spokes, I might just leave them like that because they kind of look planet-like. I'd probably fix that blue right there with some blue, like just kind of paint that in. Could have got the darker blue, I guess. Just so there's not a white spot right there. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me, guys. I didn't have time to hit the mute button. So just to get rid of that white bright spot there. Okay. All right. So now I think I might want them standing on top of this. Something like that. So now I probably need something down here. I am going to put water, waves and stuff. And then, like, for instance, where his legs are in the water, there'll be water over them. Thank you. You could turn the wheels into clocks. Well, I don't really want any more clocks. That's a good idea, though, Jeannie, but I don't really want them because I've got this one here. This one here is going to, which, by the way, I do need to get, where's my black Posca? I want to paint out some of this. I want to paint out the center there. And you could do this with paint, too. And I want to paint out this watch hand because this is going to go, it's not going that way. This one's probably going to go that way. No, you know what? I'm going to paint them both out. And I'll put them in blue. But I don't want them pointing the way they're pointing. I'll add some other detail back in with blue, the blue Posca. But I want them facing a different way. I'll work on that in a minute. I just didn't want to forget. What did Bob say? Oh, why? I don't get. I mean, I know what you're saying, Ricola. But what's reminding you of Ricola? What's reminding you of Ricola? But I did get you did type that in good, Bob. Ricola. I don't have any yodelers here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, you're talking about because I sneezed? Oh, maybe. Okay, let's see. All right, so I'm liking this so far. Okay, I do need to go ahead and do the lines here. Let me go ahead and move these guys off to the side a minute. Let me get let's get a small ruler here. All right, so the first thing I want to do is get these big cables nice and smoothed out because, I did paint around them. So they're a little messy. Hope y'all are having fun hanging out and doing this. if you missed the beginning of the show, I talked about, showed some of the pages that I'm going to be working on for Color Book Ketchup. I love how y'all are tweeting and saying Color Book Ketchup with a K, because I did want to name it that, but then I thought it would look like I was cooking, and y'all know that ain't happening. So I didn't want to put ketchup and mustard. I would love to do that, but so I'm just going to call it Color Book Ketchup, and y'all know what I mean when I say it. Here we go. It's always fun. Thank you, Ashley. And hi, by the way. Hi, Gazelle. I'm sure I missed some people. Jennifer Harts. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer Hartsfield. Hi. Okay, let's see. My phone's not. Why am I? There it goes. Turn my phone down. Okay. Okay. A little bit of support beam thing going on down there. Color Book Ketchup with mixed media hot dogs. No, mustard. Mixed media mustard. Okay. All right. So now I want to do my, and I might need to do these thinner ones with a gel pen because it's very tiny. Let's see if I can get me a gel pen that's working. You know, that's always a tricky business. Let's see here. All right, because some of these are going to be little. And I want them light, just very faint in here. Very close together. You'll barely be able to see these back in here. Okay, probably a couple right in here, maybe. Very thin. Can y'all barely see those? Oh no! Get everything back together. All right, and then these, maybe I will just do them with gel pen. I mean, with the gel pen. So they're going to start out very thin. Are the gel pens fairly water resistant when you varnish? That's a good question. We'll find out, won't we, Devin? We'll find out. I don't ever hardly use these. I'm telling you, I don't ever use these. I always use Posca, which is waterproof. We'll find out. Most things, guys, I'll tell you, most things, as long as you don't rub it a whole lot, as long as you're not, you know, as long as I just kind of go swoop real gently over it, should be okay. But I'm going to start making them a little further apart. And they don't have to be solid lines. You wouldn't see solid lines anyway. Rather than going over it a couple of times, I'm just letting it kind of do what it wants to do. Well, that one didn't go. I'm trying to kind of keep them straight. I'm watching the horizon line here on the ruler. One of the lines on the ruler, I'm kind of keeping it on the horizon line so that these are straight. They're just getting farther and farther apart because it's coming closer to you. So it'll be bigger, wider. It didn't go very well. Bye, Lisa. Done writing and posting your orders. Oh, thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. Make sure my horizon line here is good. Essence of bridge cable. Spray your gel art before you varnish. Yeah, probably be a good idea since I do have that final fixative that I use with my pen pastels. Probably wouldn't hurt. Okay, so now this is attached to this. So I don't want them on the same line because they're separate cables. Separate cables. So let's see here. Kind of maybe go in between. We can go in between the other ones. Keep my line there. You guys, I'm concentrating here. Don't want my lines to get crooked. All right, there I go. I'll leave that last one. Something like that. All right. Now I am going to hit it with the heat gun just to make sure it's dry here. So we'll see what happens when I matte medium. Well, I'm going to put matte medium over. As long as I'm careful with the matte medium, it should be okay. All right, so there we go. Now I just have to decide. Oh, where's my little bridge guys here? This is going to go on here. That. Now I got to do something down here. What do I want down here? What do I want down here? I have these little people. I don't know. I don't know if I want anything down here. Let me get rid of some of these scraps. All right. I might want, where's that watch top? This. I wonder, do I want this? Let's see. Guys, so this tiny business here. I have to look at chat. Uh-huh. I know, you got to have the detail. So, all righty. And then I'm going to have water waves kind of. I think that's enough. And then I'm going to have my watch hands going out there. So that'll be that. Okay. I think we got enough, guys, to tell a story. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, okay. So there we go. All right, now let me move some of this excess paper off to the side. Pencils and brushes. Let's move all this collage bits off. I'll just stick it in one of my books over here. Okay. All right. Now, time to do some matte medium. All right, let's move this, let's move this, let's move this, let's move this, let's move this. All right. Let me get a little, I have a squeaky chair, guys. It's old, but it's so comfortable. Okay, it's like fits my butt. You know what I mean? So I don't care if it squeaks a little. So this is dry paint. Well, actually, I think that's some old matte medium right there. So I use, let me show you what I use. Golden matte medium, not gel, although you could probably use gel, but it's kind of thick. I use the matte medium, and what I do is I put it in a dish soap bottle. So that way I can just pop the top and squeeze out as much as I want, or as little as I want. And then I have glue brushes that are, they're the only brushes I have that sit in water. So let me dig out one of those. This one's kind of big. I'll get a smaller one. Okay. And I just, oops. Come on, chair, turn. I just soak off the excess glue or water. And they're just old brushes. They're like they used to be my acrylic brushes, and they got bent or crusty, or so now they're just glue brushes. All right. So now I'm going to, I think I'll try to gently, let's see what happens if let's do it this way. So if it does smear, go over that gel so that this will seal it, right? Okay. All right. So now what I do is I put matte medium on the back of the image, on top of the paper, and then also over the top of the image. Now here is where it might bother those gel pens. As the next thing I do is I take a card and scrape it so that it's no bubbles and it's smoothed down. So I'm just going to be careful right there on the gel pen. It doesn't look like it's moving. I think it's okay. All right, so that's what I'm going to do with each thing here. And I usually end up putting just gel medium over the whole thing. But I just want enough to, because I still want to put some color pencil in the sky. All right, so let's see here. He's coming this way. He's holding his hands on the bridge right there. And the other thing too, I'm not going to, maybe I should. I usually don't cut. I mean, I usually cut the image when it's on the crack of the book, because opening and closing the book, when you just shove it in there, is going to make it eventually tear. But let's see where I'm going with this. His hands are right there. See, his hands have to be right on the bridge there. So I'm just going to kind of mash them into the crevice of the book, which I usually cut, because that'll eventually wear off. Okay. All right, so now let me just kind of smooth it all out. And it dries clear, by the way, guys. I don't know if I said that. It does dry clear. Okay, I want this one right here. Let's go with it like that. And if you have a lot of collage elements and you're going to be afraid you're going to forget where they go, then take a picture of it. Take a picture of it before you start gluing, so you remember where everything is. And remember the whole thing. And if I remember, or if we have time, which we should, I will varnish this page just so you can see what it looks like varnished. Because I always forget. I say, okay, if I have time at the end, we'll varnish. And then I always forget to varnish. It's really easy. It's no big deal, but yeah, take a picture, remember placement. Okay, so right in here is going to be the okay. Okay. All right, I might be done with the gluing. Let me get my baby wipe. And that stuff, guys, the matte media, if you get it on your hands, it's hard to get off. You almost have to have fingernail polish remover or a craft scrubby. If you have a craft scrubby, it'll take it off, but I don't know. They're hard to find anymore. We usually run out of time. I know, we usually do run out of time. We're good, though. It's only 11:30. Let me take a sip of my coffee, though. I haven't sipped any of it since I brought it up. And now it's lukewarm. All right, let's dry this. And I am propping the book up just so it is at a slight angle, just to keep the light glare off. All right, drying. Then we're going to put some water and some detail, which for me, the detail is the funnest part. Make sure everything's glued down well. It is, Terry. Craft scrubbies are the best tool ever. Well, next to my heat gun. Nothing beats my heat gun. I'll show you a craft scrubby. Hang on, Jeannie. It's made by Ranger, and it's some kind of a foam. It's very light, but it kind of feels like not styrofoam, because it's much more. It's not the same density like, but hang on. Okay, let's see. I think I have mine sitting right here. Yeah. This is what they look like, and they literally weigh nothing. If you had this in your hand, you couldn't even tell it was in your hand. It literally weighs nothing. Welcome centers along highways have lots of free pictures in the racks. Oh yeah, that's true. I don't travel much anymore, Bob, but that is a good idea. If you're on the road and you stop at those the roadside stands, yeah, they'll have brochures and all kinds of things. And some places you can write for them too. Shannon Green used to do that. She'd write to different states, and get free state brochures that were awesome. So anyway, you can see where my fingernails have been dug into this. You just run it under water and it will take off. It'll take off all the matte medium. Nothing else takes off matte medium other than a craft scrubby or fingernail polish remover. Okay. So again, everybody, happy hump day. All right. Let's see. So the next thing I want to do is let's put the, I think I'm done with the matte medium. So I'm just going to throw that away. Sometimes I end up wanting to glue something later. I'll just glue it down with some Eileen's tacky. But all right. Now, water. Let's move my ruler. I need my, here it is. Got a little bit of white paint still in there. All right, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start with the baby wipe that's sitting here. Probably got full of white paint. Yeah, the heat gun tool, Terry. I know, can't live without that. So again, guys, I want to remind you that I do the, what do you call it? The color book catch-ups and mixed media mustard. But there's no one here. So those are not live shows. I'm trying to keep them around 45 minutes. After we get done here, I'll show you the pages that I've worked on and what we'll be working on Color Book Catch Up. And yeah, so if y'all have any requests, I got a lot of Kirby requests. So I think I think I might just do a quick video, maybe 30. I don't know how long it would take. Y'all know how many color books I have, and pick out a few color books to start with. I won't overwhelm everybody. I won't show you 100 color books and say, which ones do you want me to work in? I'll pick maybe 10 color books and say, which of these 10 do you want me to work in, to catch up on? So I won't overwhelm everybody. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Okay, you got to go. Okay, Terry, don't stay longer than your shoulder lets you. Let me give Terry a send-off, by the way. I got 2 send-offs for Terry. We got this one. Wait a minute. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd my... no, come back. Please come back. Please come back. Let's see. Hang on, Terry. Wait a minute, Terry. Let me give you 2 send-offs. So Terry, if y'all didn't know, she got her a new, night mask. What are they called? CPAP. Where's my post? I can't find it, Terry. Why can't I find it? Profile, tweets. Where's my, here it is. Okay, so this is one that I gave Terry. Yeah. So it was either this, CPAP. Okay. It was either this, because, people that wear those masks, we always, they sound like Darth Vader. So, yeah, let me go to my soundboard. So let me give Terry a couple of, hang on. Wait, I got to look for it. I got so many on here. So many. Wait, Terry, don't leave me. Don't leave me, Terry. Where is it? Well, Terry always gets this sound off. But I wanted to give her the... Why can't I find it? Well, I have the Darth Vader breathing one, and I can't find it. Sorry, Terry. I know that didn't sound like it. It's the best I can do. I can't find it. That's my version of Darth Vader. Okay, so now let's go back to... All right, so let me get some white paint here. All right, so this guy's, he's in the water here, so we gotta put him in the weeds. Have a good day, Terry. Oh my gosh. Bye, May. Hope you have a good day too. Thank you. And y'all, May's got a color book channel too, guys. Follow May. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Going to get a brush right there on his leg. Because see, that's one of those places I cut it straight across, and now it wants to be. And plus, it's right in the ditch. It's always tricky. So I'll do more detail here in the water. I'm just going to get a little bit of base on here. You're welcome, May. Thanks for being here. Okay, so okay, now I want more water down here in the bottom. Cover up those edges. Something like that. All right, there's a start. Oh, thank you, newbie Cheryl. Okay, so there's a start. Now, let's dry that. We're going to get some fresh baby wipes here. Okay. Okay, now I want my watch hands. I'll start with white and shade them with probably blue. Let me get I'm trying to get everything out from under. I got this. Oh, there's my Sharpie. It was under there. I've got it propped up so that it's not as much of a glare. Okay, now I want my watch hands. I'm going to want it to kind of break the plane of that. All right, come back here, Lid. Pick it up with my toes. All right. I want this to break the plane, and I probably want it to go. I got to kind of think of this angle because we've got so many angles here. I don't want it to go through this person. It'd have to go through this planet. So I'm trying to think of that angle right there. That'll probably be okay. All right, where's my ruler? I think that'll be good. Probably through to her hand. That might be good. Let's try that. Okay, so we're going to have the watch hand right to there. It's going to break the plane. It's going to have a star shine right there. And have a star shine right there. Okay, so now let me make this a little thicker. Now that I have it straight, I can do this. And then there's going to be a star, I'll put a little star shine here. Like that. No, you can't really see it. Then I want one right here. Okay. Then this other watch hand, I'll probably just have it go right up through his foot, behind his foot. And in right there. Something like that. So it's not very intrusive into the space. Okay. Liking that. Circus story. No, I think, what did Terry call it? Acro space bats. All right, now let's see. Okay, I'll do some more water here in a minute, but I want to get back up into the stars. All right, let me get a couple pencils here. All right, I want my blue. Let's go with a nice blue here. Shadow. I guess I could maybe, let's try to zoom in. Well, I should have tried to zoom in more earlier. But yeah, there we go. See some of the details now. Okay. Do the bridge here. It's probably hard to see on camera, but I can see it. Let me sharpen this. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for all the thumbs up, y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Bye, Denise. Thanks, everybody, for popping in. Sorry if I missed you. All right. I'm going to get a brush out for some more water, but I'm going to do a little bit more dark. Let's get some dark. Blue. Which one do I want? Okay, 90% cool gray. Okay, so what I want to do, a little bit more. Detail going on. I think I'll have some white. Oops, back. I was going to pick up the wrong one. There's the white pasta. Little details like this is what makes it fun for me. I love doing the little whatnottings in it. Oh, I should have done the dark first on the water before I did this. This one needs to be straight. Bye, Sharon. Thanks, guys. All right, now let's go with the dark blue gray here. And this is where I want to get under some of the water, because I'm going to put more white on here in a minute, but I need a little bit more shadow. Under the waves. Just give it more contrast. I'm going to put the white on top. I could have done this with paint too, but all right. It's probably enough. All right, now I'm going to get in here with the brush. I'm going to do I have a small brush. I need a little bit fresh white paint. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. You like it? Oh, hi, Cat and Paste. Oh, Cat and Paste, what a cute name. Oh my gosh, do you do collage? I'll have to go follow you if you do collage. Well, I mean, I'll follow you if you don't do collage, but I didn't mean it to sound like that. Oh, I'll follow you if you do collage. But that sounds like it's collage, Cat and Paste. Okay, another fresh baby white. My hands. All right. That. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's do this. I got to do a little bit more up in the sky. Dee just did a quick tutorial on how to do water without even. Well, I'm still doing it. I'm still working on the water now. I just want a little bit more detail. And I'm going to, this now I can go over the dark and it'll look like, that's behind it, right? I could do some waves. I could do some waves, but I didn't even think about doing waves because it doesn't look to me like it's not like it's all, it's not that choppy. It's just a little bit choppy. So I didn't want to do too much wave action. Like we did more waves in. Here's more, like we did a lot of water in this one. I'm looking for Easter Island. Hang on. I think it's in this book. No, Easter. I think Easter Island's in this book, isn't it? No, I don't remember which book Easter. Oh, here it is. So here's Easter Island. See, we did more curvy waves. So yeah, there's Easter Island. I showed these at the beginning of the show, the before and afters. You like this one, Nancy? Oh. So I just want not too much. I'm more going for just extra white, like bright white, Not too choppy. More just choppy at the horizon line, just so it's drama. It just makes it more drama on the horizon there. And this one's coming right across. I don't want it overly. I really just kind of want it really up in here. Maybe a little down here. I'm not taking as much time as I should, but it's okay. Just a little bit. I think I want to scrape. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me get my palette knife. I'm going to go a little bit blue and white. Get a couple colors on there. Let's do that. That'll be more. There we go. Too much there. All right, like that better. Do the same thing with a little bit more of this. It's just not so perfect. Don't want it so perfect. And I don't want to lose his hand there. There we go. That's better. A little more foamy. A little more foamy. You might get some snow there this weekend. I don't know if we'll have snow or just icy rain. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to get here. All right. I think I better quit on that for now. And I got to be careful not to glue my pages together. All right. Let's work a little bit in the sky. Let's dry this first. I'll put a little bit more building in there. Hi, Charlotte. Thank you, Melvina. Charlotte's really dry. Okay, I need a little bit more, some areas of, just my, yeah, that's my brain. Still a little bit in there. All right. I want a little bit of tan color, like what tan color do I want? This is sable brown. I want a little bit of sable brown and a little bit of that white. I need a little bit more white, I think. And I want to do a little bit of more. I want this brown to carry out a little more. Need a little bit more brown. I'm going to put some white on top of this. I just want a little bit more brown down at the edges especially. Look, too much. Okay, now I'll go with white. Every time I want to do collage, I think that's easy. But when it comes to, you ought to try it though. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to get the same results I do the first time you try it. But don't let that stop you from trying to do it. Okay, let me dry this. Oh, wait, one more spot. I hear my mailman. Okay, let's dry this. You're scared cat. Don't be a scaredy cat. Practice on some magazine pages. The thing about doing a magazine journal is one of the best things to learn from doing a magazine practice is you learn how to match colors and blend colors. Match and blend colors. You'll learn so much matching and blending if you play in a magazine. Let's still plan on doing it though. I have tons of magazines to learn. Yeah. Okay, bye, newbie. Enjoy your lunch. All right, a couple things now. I want mine a bright blue, and I want some glows around things, especially a little bit of star shine on the people, I think. Okay. Very, very light. I want it kind of not perfect. I want those. Okay. Have you ever thought about junk? Oh yeah, I've done junk journaling. Oh yeah, tons of junk journals. I don't do it. I don't have time. I mean, every now and then we'll do something kind of junky, but yeah, we do so many other things. But yeah, we've done junk journals. There's probably some videos up there. Be older ones. They'd be older. I don't know that we've done any recent ones. Go to Joey D Fee, and I don't know her channel name. I think it's just Joey, JoieDefi. If somebody has a link, put it in. Joey DeFee. I think Melvina is her name. She does especially in travelers journals, smaller junk journals. Okay, let's see here. This is still wet right there. Let me go ahead and hit that with the heat gun a minute. Let's get some nebula colors. Let's want some red, probably some pink or purple color. Let's go with red and purple and orange. Those will be good nebula colors today. Red, magenta, and orange. Let's sharpen. Maybe a little yellow. We'll see. Okay. I need some pink too. Oh, sorry guys. Let me move down here. We're getting there. I want to varnish for you. I want it to be varnished. Sorry, I'm not saying anything. Kind of just trying to get this wrapped up. Is there another way to put a junk journal together without having to stitch them? Yeah, rubber bands, Mel G. Rubber bands, traveler's journals. Just Google it. You'll find thousands. Search on YouTube. You'll find thousands. I used to just make them with rubber bands. Then I started using travelers with instead of rubber bands, you can use rubber, the elastic string that you find in jewelry stores. Jewelry department of the craft stores. Yeah. Just make it with elastic string and fold your pages and put that to hold them together. So this is the parts that I like to take my time on and really, play with. But it's also what takes, time to really blend nicely. So I want to try to tie these two sides together so that the crack isn't as obvious, right? Y'all still with the tour? Thanks again, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I've been getting some stuff to start doing junk journal, art and junk journal. They look like fun and not as hard as reverse collage. They're really, junk journals are really easy because you just put together. There's no, real, you're not trying to necessarily make a picture like I'm trying to do, you're not necessarily trying to do that. So you can throw all kinds of things together. Thank you, Ro. I have tons of them. We've done them lots of times. I just haven't done any recently. Most of the time, if I'm working in a junk journal anymore, it's doing collage. All my junk journals, my what do you call it? Dilutions journals. They're all mostly collage journals. So I do want a few little, let's see, like, let's see, where could I put a couple here? Maybe one right up in here. Just a couple extra little, some kind of little planets or something. I want a couple extra, like maybe some shooting. No, I don't want too many shooting stars because I got those over here. Got my shooting stars kind of going on this side of the. All right, let's keep going here. Let me make this smooth down a little. This is the fun part for me. The details like this. The concept and the details. Those are the fun things for me. Well, I mean, I like all of it, but those are my favorite parts. The idea and the details. That needs to be a little knocked back. It's too white. A little glow to it, but not quite that much. There we go. That's better. Same for right here. Okay, let me check chat here. Faith, I'm sorry I didn't put any peanuts in it for the peanut gallery at the circus. Okay, now I want some orange around this one. All right, so let's see how probably some orange and yellow. All right. This one I want to swirl. So let's get some orange on there first. This will be kind of, this one's going to swirl. Not too much because it's going to be a lot going on already. The bend is not right there. There we go, it's better. Okay, now the yellow. Okay, how's that look? Probably enough. Yeah, the details, yeah. All right, now seems like a good place to have a. What else do I want? I think it needs one little more purple one up here. Just see, each solar system, each nebula has its own color family, its own color system in this world. Okay, now what I want to do, might have to do it with Posca. Well, let me try with pencil. Let me try sharpen my white pencil. We'll see how much. I just want a little bit of a glow on them. Now I can do it on here, but it'd probably be easier. Just here, let me just try it. And just kind of smooth it out with my finger. Just kind of make them stand out just a little bit. I don't like her hair right there. Let's fix that. There we go. Just give them a little bit of it. I guess I'm going to have to kind of go around her head there. Just a little bit. Thanks, guys. Coming along. All right. Just a little bit of a shine on them. like that. They're very tiny. We'll imagine that this is where the light's coming from. I don't want it real, like too outliney. Just a little bit of extra glow on them here and there. You're good at the detail. Then you work on that for my pages. I think what it is, Norma, the most thing is you got to take your time. And you do enough of them, you can go a little faster. You know, I've done so many hundreds of them, but you know, especially when you're first starting, don't try to rush it. Just sit there and kind of look at it, see what occurs to you, see what you know, kind of catches your eye, but you know, try not to, don't rush it. It's going to be lit up by that one. You got lots of stars and lots of, you can have a lot of light sources. Okay, maybe something was here. Okay. That looks pretty good. Oh, Jean, go nap. Or you can nap here. You know, you can nap during my show. All right, guys. I'm going to varnish. I'm not going to varnish this one because I might want to add a couple more things to it. But I'll varnish. I'll pick another page real quick and varnish. Just so you can see how quick it goes. And some of these little details I don't want to overlook. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to stop, guys. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. One more little thing here. With the little, very little wisps on the tops. a few little extra wave crest line things, something like that. See, Janice's super chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Janice. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Did you ask something? Let me go back and see. In appreciation of all you do. Thank you so much. Make sure, send me your address. I probably have it, but send it to me again. Email me your address, and I send out little treats to everybody that super chats or PayPal's me in my tip jar. So yeah, email me, Janice. Okay, I don't want that going the other way. Email me, and I'll add you to my Happy Mail. Okay. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. All right. What do y'all think? Let's back out. Move that. Nah, it still needs it because it's going to glare. So there we go, guys. What do y'all think? Has it got enough? Do we have enough going on? All right, let's see. Where do I want to sign it? Over here in black, or do I want to sign it in blue? I guess I'll just sign it in black. Where's my shirt? Where's my pasta? That's too thick. I like it tiny. Let me go with a Sharpie pen here. There we go. That's better. And I will, I'll tweet it out and Instagram it. 2019. I'll Instagram it, and I always give Kieron Connolly, the photographer that did the book. I always give him credit for his book. And yeah, so this is his book, and this is a page we did today. So let me varnish another page. Okay, let me go to my Abandoned Civilizations here. Let's find a page that is done. Is this one? Oh wait, maybe this one doesn't have enough done yet. Let's see. Do I have one done? Okay, this one. All right, let's varnish this one. So what I do, let me clean off my palette knife. What I do is, oh, my coffee's cold. Thanks, guys. All right, so what I'm going to do is show you how I do this. So I take my varnish. Let me get a, ouch, kicked a plastic tub. Ouch, my toe. All right, I'll just prop it up again. You want to put in some wax paper. You want to glue your pages together. Okay. Use the paint. All right, so what I do is I take my Delta Ceramcoat Gloss Exterior Interior Varnish, okay, and a foam brush. Don't use a regular brush, you'll get streaks. You won't get streaks with the foam brush. It's the same varnish that I use on my art cards, my little postcards. It's the same, anything I varnish, it's with this. Now, when I'm varnishing a little card, I'll just put a little dollop on the card and just move it around with my finger. Okay. You don't need to use a brush for the little bitty art cards, but for something this big. So what I do is I put a dollop about the size of maybe a $50, something like that. And then I'll spray just a couple of squirts of water just to get it going, right? Just to get it going. And then I varnish it up and down. And you can see, you look to the side. I might need one more squirt of water on each side. You can see where the varnish is going. And you only need a thin coat. You don't need to varnish it like maybe you would a ceramic or something, right? It's just paper. Okay, so there we go. That. I'm going to go over here. Whoops, I'm slopping it down here at the bottom. And I'm not pushing hard. I'm gliding. I'm gliding the brush, right? Gliding. So this is what I do. I go one way down, all the way down. Then I take the brush and go smooth across. So you're going to just kind of go right back over it real gently like this. Until you can see that you've covered the whole thing. And it'll settle in. There won't be, it'll settle in. You won't see any strokes as long as you're careful with, just do it gently. And you can kind of just, wisp, and it dries perfectly clear. But you can't do this over watercolor. This is all acrylic paint and pencil, right? Okay, so there we go. That's all there is to it. Let me throw this in the water until I can get to it. You can rinse that out. This is water-based varnish. You can rinse out those foam brushes. Okay, so then you can see how shiny it is. Then set it aside overnight. Do not close the book for probably, I would say, and make sure that your wax paper is not stuck there. And then just set it aside overnight. And then it'll be, let me show you one that's done. Do I have one in here that's varnished? I'd have to go to the other one. This one doesn't have as many pages finished. Let's go. Here. See, there's no stickage at all. This is a finished varnish page. Okay. Bye, newbie. So thanks, everybody. See, this one's not varnished. I got tons more to varnish. But again, you have to varnish them and leave them open. I mean, I would say at minimum of 6 hours, but you might as well just leave it overnight. You might as well just leave it overnight. But you saw it doesn't take much. A blob on each one, a couple of squirts of water, and just smooth it out with the foam brush, right? So anyway, guys, here's our finished page. I will take a picture of it with some, I put my, I'll show you, you know what my, what do you call it? Watermark is. I'll show you what my watermark is. So this is my watermark. This is how I watermark my art. No matter what it is. I put some supplies on it. It's just as good as a watermark. There. This page has been watermarked. Maybe one more. A couple there. There we go. There's my watermark. Hi, Zucchini Kitty, and hi and bye. Thanks for being here. So I'll tweet this picture out in a minute, guys. So thanks so much for being here. I will be doing some more. Let me show you those real quick. I got one more, probably 45 minutes to go on this, finishing this page. Part 1, color catch-up. Part 1 and 2 is this. And then if y'all weren't here at the beginning of the show, on Monday, I worked in Ink House. And off camera, and again, I did not record this because it took me about a couple hours. It took me a couple hours to color all that, doing nothing but that background. So I didn't think anybody wanted to watch me. I showed a few at the very beginning, on Monday. I showed how I did this background. And then it was just the same thing repeatedly for 2 hours. So I didn't record coloring that for 2 hours. But I will do a color book catch-up on the rest of the page. So this will be a color book catch-up when I film that one. So there we go, guys. And don't forget, Janet's got her scavenger hunt going on. Thanks, Julie Topaz. Thanks. And stay well, Kenny. And all you that have been ill lately, take care of yourselves. Get well, people. Whoops, there went my watermark. My watermark just rolled off onto the floor. So anyway, all right, guys. Y'all have a great week. I never know if I'm going to stream on Friday, but yeah. I'll try to do some color book catch-ups for you to post so you'll have something to watch in between. Like we don't have enough to watch already. Yeah, thanks, guys. Do hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Julie says, does anyone else have a sudden desire to run off and join the circus? Dun, 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 dun.